Oh, no.
We're good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Welcome to Game Day 716, your home for Game Day 716 content. I am Todd, and this is Noah. We are. It doesn't matter. We need like taller chairs or something. I don't know.
It looks better. Well, it was just pointed down. That was all.
Oh,
Weird angles,
well, if I just sat like that, people would see my head, and that would make it all perfect. So you have more hair, and I don't have enough hair. So that's how it goes.
When you get old, yeah.
When you get old. So how does it feel to be young?
Great.
Great.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. How was your week? How are like your 2 or 3 weeks since we've last been on?
Well, I mean, nothing really changes. Just, working.
Got married.
What?
Had a kid.
No.
You became a drug lord, which was really good.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about your Colombia connections.
That ended really, really fast as well,
Yeah.
Fast as I became one, they realized.
Right. But then now you're the head of the Buffalo Teamsters.
Oh, yeah. That's the one we can talk about.
Teamsters, who were run by the Todaro family, but now that you bought Lenova, you now sort of own the Buffalo,
right? Yes,
mafia,
the Buffalo drug trade. Yeah.
Not the drug trade. They're not.
Well, now it's the drug trade.
Oh, we lost a viewer already. You're the drug trade. So today, folks, we're going to talk about special time of year. Isn't this a special time of year? Yeah, because like your birthday was like 9 days ago.
Yeah,
mine's in 7 days.
Yeah,
Jackie's birthday was like 11 days ago. No,
12 days ago.
9. No, that would be yours. So 12 days ago. 10th or 9th?
9. 12.
Just like I said.
No, 14. 14, 2 weeks ago.
14th is your birthday.
No, I'm saying from when her birthday was to do, if it was the 9th and today's the 23rd.
Her birthday is the 9th.
Yeah.
Okay, like so I sent it on the wrong day.
No, you didn't. I don't think so. I don't know.
That's why she's mad.
I don't know.
That's why she's mad at me. I understand.
No, we have to talk about it now. How about that? But yeah, it is because there's NFL draft.
How's your mafia mistress? Is she good? Now that you're in the mafia, you need to have a mistress. Like what's that movie with DiCaprio and what's her face? Margot Robbie, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
like he had to get a mistress now that he was like a top dog.
Right. That's the way that works.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it goes. We're here for a weird, wacky Sunday afternoon. Welcome to our viewers who are seeing this
on the
replay. Thank you for being here now.
Pro tip.
What?
I said pro tip.
We got that as a tip from our guidance counselor. So what is that? Our NFL mentor draft.
Our mentor streamer.
AI mentor.
Right.
Okay. It does look slanted a little.
It definitely is. But they're coming with us, so it's okay.
It's just because you're shorter than me.
I'm not. It just looks that way.
I know, but with your hair, you're actually not shorter than me, especially. I mean, you're taller than me anyway. But so anyway, folks, I'm gonna get rid of some stuff here.
Lip balm.
Lemon lip balm. If you want to sponsor, if you want to sponsor Game Day 716, this is Bigelow. Bigelow. I had to work last night till like 2 a.m, so I'm a little goofy.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is number 1421. So if you're looking for lip balm and you like lemon, go to Bigelow. What is wrong with my eyes?
Should I get them checked?
Company Bigelow? I do. I wear glasses, dude.
Again, though, I'm saying
Bigelow Apothecaries. You know, the last time I heard the word apothecary, it was in Romeo and Juliet.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. I remember being there for the first performance.
Never heard it since then.
Nope. I was there for the first performance, and it was like, no, actually, you know what? It's in the Shakespeare in Love, the movie. When they make the owner the apothecary. Remember that?
Yeah.
I figured. I figured. So, what's your take on? Oh, look at me! I'm like, I'll move it out of range, and yet it's still in range. Isn't that strange? Oh my God! I did not try to rhyme.
Sure.
I did not.
Okay.
That wasn't like a dad thing.
Okay.
I like. All right. Company Bigelow Apothecaries.
Let's.
We're going.
What are you gonna ask?
We're going. How do you feel about the NFL draft? Look, it's out of range now.
That's good. I'm glad it's out of range. I'm really glad.
It's not. Okay. So we're here to talk about the NFL draft again. Still, now that we've talked about all of Noah's mafia ties, and his father doesn't have any. So what are you thinking about the draft? I think this is a special one.
What do you like? Well, I mean, they got to nail it, right? I mean,
well, it's definitely important for the Bills.
Yeah.
It's important for a lot of teams.
That's true, because a lot of quarterbacks are going to be taken, and there's a lot of expectation on said quarterbacks to perform immediately,
right?
Because they're going to teams that need quarterbacks immediately. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you'll see probably 4 quarterbacks taken
in the top
15 at least.
I think. My goodness, I think you'll see 4 gone in the top
10, probably, really realistically.
Yeah, unless someone has fallen, I think you'll see 4 in the top 5.
Yeah,
through trades.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on the Cardinals and if they're going to trade out, because you keep hearing that they want to, but they haven't yet.
Well, the Texans have been raising.
I don't think I don't know. I don't think the Texans should move from 2. They should probably move from. They could probably move from 12, their second pick in the first round, and get a lot back.
Maybe they could trade 2 and 12 and move up to 1.
I don't think.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't think Carolina's going anywhere with that though. They're taking Young.
Who? Didn't the Texans sign? Or was that Indianapolis? Who signed Sam Darnold?
I don't know.
Because he'll probably get relevant minutes.
Oh, San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. That's why they're willing to trade Trey Lance. So we expect a trade. Do you expect a Trey Lance trade?
I don't think of the draft.
That's weird. Why not?
I just don't. I don't know.
I think it would be like a player for player trade.
I think they're gonna ask for too much and then end up,
with 5 quarterbacks on their roster.
Yeah, and then they're gonna
Do you think they're sold
training
on
camp's
Brock
gonna
Purdy?
open and they're gonna? They seem to be pretty sold on Brock Purdy for
They're Purdy sold.
Yeah, for only playing six games.
Well, Lance has only played 8 and finished 4.
I know, but you're also giving up on him pretty fast.
for what they gave up for him.
Yeah.
But if you add what they gave up for Lance, plus what they gave up for Purdy, and put them together,
You have a
it's
lot.
not too bad.
Oh, I guess.
Because they only gave up a 7th round pick for Purdy.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he was a 7th round pick. So fold them together, right? And then, like, here's the church and here's the steeple. And then you put them around and there's all the people or something.
Yeah,
Isn't that how it goes?
it's something like that.
That's what I thought. So,
I think we'll see a lot of trades.
you think so?
I think teams will be trying to move up.
Like shifting?
Yeah.
Why do you think they'll move? Why do you think they'll move up? Because a lot of the talk, or at least from Bean,
Because you'll have teams that are high up that are like, I don't like this, didn't fall the way I wanted it to. I can get like 5 players if I move back like 5 spots. But there'll be like teams that are back 5 to 10 spots that will be like, oh, this guy's going to go by the time my pick is going to be there. So I got to move.
So you think there are teams who are just in love with players?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've basically heard, read, whatever, when I talked to Brandon, not Russ, Brandon Bean, because Russ would just be,
That would be a weird one.
that would be a weird one to talk to right now. It would be like talking to Doug Whaley, which
No need.
would be interesting if we could have had him on, even though doesn't he run like the XFL or the USFL or something?
Yeah, I think it's the XFL. Actually.
Is that's the one The Rock owns, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I was telling Grandma that the other day when we were watching the team play the team. St. Louis play. I don't know the teams. It was St. Louis
Come
and
on.
Seattle or something.
How do you not?
It was St. Louis Nighthawks or Blackhawks, or it was Nightwings.
I don't know, and I don't think I've watched more than a minute.
You know, the XFL is actually interesting, and here's why. Because they do more transparency. Like you can actually hear the coordinators calling in the plays and stuff like that. So you hear like trips XY 947, throw it to, this guy, and like the other thing is that the NFL should adopt. Well, there's 2 things that I like. 3 things that I like. 4, no. So there's
5,
like
6.
There's 3 things that I like about it. Aside from that, so they do transparency with like the umpire referees mic is always on for the TV viewers, so you can always hear what the main referee is talking about. And what they have is they have Dean Blandino, who's an actual person, right? He's like their head of refereeing or whatever. But he is watching all the games at the same time. And so, well, I mean, yeah,
no, I know.
They would need more in the NFL, right? Like 1 per game. But what the ref did was he would check with the booth, and he would be like, one of the interesting ones was he was like, what did the guy go low enough for a chop block? And Blandino was like, yeah, you're good. There was enough there to actually show like a chop block. And so then the ref called the actual penalty. But I guess if he would have said no, he would have been like
picked up the flag.
Right. That kind of thing. And
right, which we now know. I mean, that's what they do in the NFL. We just don't get to hear them talk about it.
Right.
But it would be good.
It would be a lot more transparent and a lot more clear.
Right.
Or
like not even like, I mean, like you don't have to do that for fans, right? Because you don't want to sit there. Maybe if you're the NFL, you're sitting there going, well, maybe they're a lot more incompetent than we think they are. Like it actually does take them a long time to be like they're doing like the Tony Romo. I don't know.
Right.
But
it's just as intriguing and dramatic to hear the referees talk instead of hearing Tony Romo go, maybe he's in, maybe he's out.
We're going to side with whatever the league says.
But it actually shows the replays that the league is watching as well.
Yeah, those would be nice to see because like like that's what I was gonna say. It's like maybe you have the audio for the teams, so
Mhm.
the NFL can be like, here's how we came to the decision. Shut up.
Hmm.
But I would like to be able to see the replays that they're looking at because you know for a fact that they have to be looking at the replays. And if it's true that we get the same replays, then everything about officiating is a lie.
A lie.
A lie.
And
They
all
just
officials should be suspended for a year for gambling.
they should just come up. They should just create a school of officiating.
And make them full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do it.
I mean, if you have like legit full-time refs who like read up on the rule book and read up on the changes and stay up to date and
Well,
make
they're
sure.
supposed to. I mean, these are guys. Are
I know
like
that they're
lawyers
supposed
and
to,
whatever.
but well, we're right. But these guys also have second jobs. I'm saying if you were able to make them full time and make it like a real job for them, you would probably have.
But they
better
probably have.
refereeing.
Okay, if you're a lawyer, you probably have subscriptions to like the Harvard Law Review. And
Yeah, but they also have
like-
other things that they have to focus on. Is what I'm saying.
right,
Like,
but I'm
they
saying you
also,
would also
like-
you should also have the book of like NFL rules.
I'm
in
sure
front of
that they
you.
do, but I'm sure, like at the end of the day, like I just feel like it would be better if you focused on making the referees as smart as possible in the refereeing, and if you made them full time, that would give them the ability to just focus on this.
Yeah.
Like sure, we've had great referees and whatever and all this stuff, and they do what they do, but at the end of the day, it's like, it seems like they either don't know the rules at times.
Or
It
there's a
feels
lot
like
of screw-ups.
there's a lot of screw ups, obviously, and all this
Right.
stuff.
Right.
And it's like if you just made it a legit thing, you wouldn't have that. And I think the game would actually go smoother. You might even
Of
have
course.
less penalties called because
course.
then, or more,
or wrong
or
less wrong
less
penalties.
right. You'd have right. I mean, you wouldn't have the ones where they blatantly miss it.
Questionable.
Yeah, like where they're like, well, that could have gone either way, but
Was
then
his
it's
knee
like,
down?
oh,
Was it a fumble?
but then
Blah,
you
blah,
see the
blah.
replay and it's like, oh no, he did grab him, and the refs
Right.
know that they happened. So then, like in a pivotal moment in the fourth quarter, they call a flag
When they
to
didn't
make up
call
for
one.
that call,
Yeah.
and it's like that stuff isn't something that should happen,
Right.
and you do that by making them full time.
Cool.
And you just got to bring some like legitness, I guess, to the position.
Legitimacy
Yeah.
would be the word.
Yes.
Yeah. Read Harry Potter again. Get your language back up before the TV show starts. Your language, see, vocabulary. So the other thing I like about the XFL is only 1 foot makes a catch. So
I like the 2 foot because it makes it more complicated. You know what I mean?
But the 2 foot thing is what's a catch?
Right. That's true.
So 1 foot takes away from a lot of that.
That's true.
Right. So I kind of like it and I kind of don't, but I think I'm coming around to it. So I like that part as well. I like the transparency. They have interviews on the sidelines during gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
So like they'll go interview the head coach, they'll go interview players, and that kind of thing while the game is being played, which is kind of cool, I think. Because I mean they're not like, what's your strategy right now? Are you going,
Yeah.
But I mean they're like, how do you think it's going? And he's like, great. And then you're like, cool. That kind of thing. And
Right.
and so it's just, again, it's like their transparency is pretty neat with what they have.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do an XFL draft.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding. So I had another point. Oh, one major rule change in college was passed. I mean, 3 major rule changes, but one that's really, really important.
Yeah.
Right?
The no clock stopping on
No clock.
Right. On first downs.
So now after a team gets a first down under 2 minutes, it's staying.
It's staying.
But when a team gets a first down, the clock doesn't stop until the ball.
The clock doesn't stop.
The clock doesn't stop. Whereas previously, the clock would get stopped when the ball was placed on the ground, and the refs felt. And the refs
It was
felt.
when the chains were set. Once the chains were set.
and the ball was placed,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And the refs basically felt like the teams were in,
the clock would just start.
the refs felt like the ball was ready to be played or whatever.
They
that's
placed
when
the ball, and then the chains would be set that the clock would start.
Right. So that's going to save a lot of time on games, but what it's taking away from is, again, the difference between college and NFL, but it's also taking away from, or it's changing a lot of strategy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because you can't have a 15 play drive that takes you 2 minutes like they used to. Right? Because the clock's going to keep rolling. You can't throw it over the middle like you used to.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. So
because I mean,
so spiking it's going to be important. Teaching your team a whole different mindset.
I think you're going to see a lot of more teams going fast now, like rushing up to the ball, But I mean, like, it's definitely going to change. I mean, you see teams use that all the time where it's like, they're down by a touchdown and they have like one timeout and there's like 3 minutes left.
Right.
And it's like,
and there's like plenty of time.
Right. But they need that clock stoppage on first down to be able to swap out what they need and that kind of stuff. So,
or because the clock stopped, it'll allow them to.
They don't have to rush.
They can. Rush. It allows them to run the ball.
Yes, that too. Right.
Because the clock stopped. Mm-hmm. They're more allowed and willing to take that chance. Mm-hmm. Whereas now it's going to be passing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's really just going to come down to the teams with the best quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And making sure.
Which kind of sucks for running backs, but like, I don't know. It's becoming less and less of an important position.
Yeah. That's why you got to learn how to catch now. As a running back, you can't just be a one trick.
I would just line up 6. No, or do you have to line up someone behind the quarterback?
You don't have to, I think. Because they run out of shotgun and stuff.
I would just play trips and trips.
I'm sure you might start seeing stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't do that, could you? But you could put 5 on the line.
Yeah. I don't know how many you can have. I think.
Well, you can have 11 on the field.
Well, yeah. I don't know how many specifically, though. There might be some rule or whatever where it's like you can't have this many guys lined up, at this position or whatever.
But, well, if there isn't, then college will have to pass one.
Yeah. But I'm sure. I mean, you might even start seeing some funky just offensive sets now.
Yeah.
Like you might start seeing teams just doing what you said, like trips and trips on both sides.
Right.
It's going to come. I think now teams are going to start shifting towards athletes versus players that are like on offense, I think at least.
Well, on defense, they've already done that.
Well, right.
I mean, you have linebackers who weigh 220 pounds and are considered heavy.
But I'm just saying, like on defense, though, it's different because it's like if you're good at linebacker, like, okay, that's what you're going for. You're going to be a linebacker. But if you're good at and running back in high school, but like a team may want to be like, well, can you also catch the ball? Can you also like run routes and that kind of stuff? Right. Be a wide receiver. Fullbacks might be coming.
Tight ends.
Yeah.
Or defensive ends.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what teams do now. If teams are just like, okay, we're just going to try to put up as many points as possible, or if
they should be doing that anyway in the XFL. Again, no. Another thing that was interesting when we were watching the game was that point differential played into who gets into the playoffs. So it was like the teams were trying to score, and their defense was trying to stop the other team no matter what.
Right.
Because you're trying to get a point differential bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's interesting. And that's like how it is in Premier League soccer or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Over on the other side of the pond, that was my British accent. So that was I thought that was interesting as well. And I think the XFL has some things that the NFL can adopt. And that maybe the NFL is working with them to adopt, or are they working with the USFL? I never understand.
I
don't know. How rich do you want to make The Rock?
Yeah, probably are all
especially when he
working
makes,
together.
especially when he makes. Well, when his movies are bombing.
Yeah, I'm sure though he's okay.
Oh, I'm sure he's okay. I mean, I'm sure Black Adam made a gazillion dollars anyway,
Yeah,
even though it was a terrible movie.
right.
But
Yeah.
Treasure Island did not make money.
Well,
And that's The Rock's fault, not Emily Blunt, because they're replacing him with Brie Larson.
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's a dramatic.
Move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have Brie Larson and Emily Blunt. No, not Emily Blunt. Who's the one I always get Emily Blunt confused with? Come on. Think about it.
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea either. Go. Think harder. So for your birthday, you got one of these stickers.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Josh Allen thumbs up.
Ooh.
Or is it Emily Blunt?
I don't know.
Skull Island. That was Brie Larson too. Maybe she's only going to be in movies that are called something Island now.
Right. Isn't she in? No, she's not in anything Marvel anymore, right?
Yeah, she's in the Marvels.
Oh, yeah, right. So there you go. No, that's not an island.
Marvel
Got you.
Island. Skrull Island. Oh God, if they made Skrull Island and she's also been in Skull Island, wouldn't that be amazing? Okay.
It'd be great.
So for lack of sleep, folks. Though I did sleep until like a long time. Till later in the day. And then I got tired and we were watching Lucifer. And on no, I'm kidding. So
mock draft time.
Mock draft time. We're gonna start out with the Draft Network.
Go back.
Okay, so so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple of sites. We're gonna do the Draft Network. We're gonna do the Draft Pro Football Network, and we're gonna do Pro Football Focus, right? And we're gonna do for the Draft Network. We're gonna do 7 rounds. For yours, we're gonna do 7 rounds. And for Pro Football Focus, they only allow you to do 3. So that's what we're going to do. For the PFF one, Noah's going to be the NFC. I'm going to be the AFC. We're not going to do any trades. In the Draft Network and in the other one, we're going to look at trades. We're going to talk about them and see if they're fair, see if they make sense. We're not going to use the trade chart. We're going to think like normal people. It's not Jimmy Johnson's world anymore.
Yeah. I was just backing you up.
Okay, cool. Should I go through all of the people on the Fox?
No,
Fox,
go.
Fox show? It's not Michael Strahan's world.
Okay, so
did Ryan Seacrest quit Kelly Ripa's show?
I don't know. I don't.
I think he did. I was watching TMZ the other day and they were like, "Oh, he's just living a boring old life or something." And I was like, "Anyway, so
millions."
Yeah, because they were like celebrities are living as normal people now, and they showed like Seacrest like flipping a burger or something.
Yeah, I'm sure. And he's flipping burgers.
Yeah, he was by a grill. So, look at us share. Look at us share. Oh, there you go. That's good.
Well, then I can just take us away completely.
Wait. I should be able to get rid of this, right?
Start draft. Wait, you might have the ready.
We're just doing the Bills.
Right. Yeah.
So we're ready.
We'll be here for 5 hours.
Well, we're going to be here for 5 hours anyway.
No, these will go fast because we're only doing one team.
When we for these until we do the PFF three round one,
3 rounds,
and maybe we'll just pick 2 divisions in each one.
Yeah, because it's a lot of teams.
It's a lot of teams. And then we'll allow the trades.
Oh,
So
well, we should do. Okay, you should. Okay, how about for those? We'll do AFC East and AFC South in one, and NFC East and NFC South in one, and then the other one we'll do the North and the West, and North and the West.
Northwest?
Yeah.
You Conway? You a Conway fan? You know Jeff Conway from Greece?
No, but
No? He played Kaniki.
okay. Drake was in Greece. No, Drake was not in Greece.
Drake
was in Degrassi.
I'm like, I don't think Drake was alive.
Yeah, no.
When Greece.
I meant to say that.
Yeah, Drake was in Degrassi.
Mm-hmm.
Canadian Saved by the Bell with much more drama and terribleness, but awesomeness because it was Canadian.
You're taking caffeine pills.
I'm so scared.
All right, let's get into this. Let's do this first one.
Okay. Welcome to StreamYard, everybody. Welcome to the Draft Network. Welcome to the TDN mock machine.
God. We need to ready up first.
We have now turned green. The draft starts in 15 minutes. No, I'm kidding. The draft
Intermission
starts. We should do one where every team gets 15 minutes. And we get representatives from every team, and
do a real draft.
Do a real draft.
Yeah.
That would be fun, in the summer or not for hockey. But
yeah. Hockey.
Well, hockey, right? You're drafting 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, true.
So it's
hockey, I feel like outside of the first round, you're kind of just like,
who?
Yeah, sure, this dude.
Right. So we would only do the first round.
Yeah.
And they're only 10 minutes, right?
For the first round, I think so.
But
also for it goes they don't take the full time in hockey
unless they're working on a trade.
Yeah.
Right.
So unless that happens, then But let's get started.
So we have
select.
As you can see by the pointer, we have selected the Bills.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Why does it say back?
Just click start draft.
Oh, there it is.
Ay. What are you doing?
I clicked it.
Double click it.
We're gonna go back. Mock draft. Game day. 716. Number of rounds. 7. Are you playing with friends? No, we're not gonna play with friends.
Do normal.
Oh, but that's really okay.
No, it's not.
How would you like to draft? Manual.
Okay.
Right?
Continue.
Bills. Oh, look, start draft is down there now.
Sorry,
I'm
having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
Okay.
All right. Hit start draft.
Alexa's having problems.
Sorry, I'm having
Oh my God.
Please try
Alexa,
a little later.
stop.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
We are professionals. Professionals. Ready?
Yeah.
So the Bills pick 27th.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. First round.
But there may be trades before that.
Right.
Start
it up.
Here we go.
Maybe we're not going to do it? Okay, never mind.
There we are. So on your left, or I guess what would be the viewer's left, like I said, on your left is the players ranked not by us, because we don't have the time to do that. Ranked by the Draft Network in their order of best, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll go through this really fast. Did you catch that?
There's all the players. All right.
So,
Okay, so they get 2 minutes on the clock. Okay. Start draft.
you want to start?
Yes.
Starting
Now.
now. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Pause.
How do we see who got taken?
How do we see how got taken?
I guess we just have to. No, you'll just have to. Okay, hit here, I guess.
Yeah, that works well.
That doesn't show it?
Oh, show drafted. It does.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So if we want to make a trade at any point,
Yeah. Okay.
are we targeting anyone?
What?
What positions are we targeting?
Well, if you click out of this.
No, I don't want to go by what they say because they're going to say like,
I would say for
what positions are we targeting?
wide receiver, linebacker, guard.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically what everyone else is.
Well, I mean, that's what they need.
Do you always have to go by need, or could we go by best player available? Or
Well, we would have to see who's there.
all right. So far, Bryce
But-
Young went first.
Yeah.
No surprise.
No surprise.
CJ Stroud went to the Texans.
No surprise.
No surprise.
I mean, a quarterback's going there. It's going to be one of them. I don't know who, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Stroud. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, he's the second best. So
Okay.
Will Anderson.
A lot of people are saying that he's Kyler Murray. He's the next Kyler Murray.
I don't know. People are really hyping up Anthony Richardson, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's a whole
that's a lot of hype.
lot of hype, if you know what I mean.
So Will Anderson. Okay. I mean, that's
Will
probably what's going
Anderson
to happen
to the Cardinals, Anthony Richardson
to the Colts.
to the Colts, and currently on the clock is 2.
San Francisco or Seahawks.
The San Francisco Seahawks.
Not the Seahawks are the ones that are on the clock. All right, let's see who they take. Tyree Wilson, okay. Darnell Washington, Levis.
Washington. We're going to pause on that.
That's a high.
Darnell Washington went 6 overall.
That's high.
Yes.
Show drafted again. I don't know why. That's
Darnell
high.
Washington went 6 overall.
It's very high.
That's very high.
That's
The Lions
really
have
high.
a really bad draft team.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with that they're bad.
Jalen Carter.
After that, Will Levis to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Garoppolo's on a 2-year deal, so that'll give Levis some time.
Or Levis, when
Overtakes
Garoppolo
it.
gets hurt,
Yeah.
you know.
Miles Murphy, okay.
Yeah.
To Atlanta. You're okay with that?
Mhm.
Jalen Carter, Chicago.
I mean, that seems like best player available.
That's the best player,
He's
yeah.
really good. So
Christian Gonzalez,
makes sense.
first
They-
cornerback off the board.
They also have to fill. They have to fill spots and stuff. So
Who?
the Eagles, they lost a bunch of defensive backs.
They didn't lose Slay though, right?
I don't remember, but they lost like a bunch of backups. I know they lost. I think Roby. They lost a lot. Yeah, no, they didn't lose Slay, but
Oh, that's right. But they did hire Matt Patricia, which is just as bad. So,
yeah, I think him and Darius Slay have some couples
Yes.
counseling that they have to take.
from Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't Patricia basically the reason why he left? Yeah, I mean, they have James Bradbury, Goodrich.
I thought they cut Brad Pitt. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. So we're
They-
going to keep
they don't-
going.
They don't have a lot of DB, so that does make sense for them. Paris Johnson. Okay.
Van Ness,
Well,
Broderick
high.
Jones, Skronsky.
Ooh. Okay, pause it. Pause it.
I can't.
Okay, well,
We're one pick, two picks.
who's at 21? Why does it just show nobody?
Saiki Ika went in the first round. So these are terrible. Just so people know. Is 21 the Dolphins pick that got skipped?
Ah, okay, maybe.
Okay.
That
So
makes
the
sense.
Dolphins cheated and they lost their pick. Yes, because this goes to 32, not the 31.
Okay.
So 21 gets picked. So a lot of inside defensive players have gone.
Yeah,
Kalijah Cansey, who a lot of people like.
yeah.
Nonstop motor.
Three offensive tackles in the first. 15 picks is. I don't know. That Skronsky going that early seems a little much.
It's the Patriots, though. They know more than everyone else.
True. Derek Hall. I don't know about that one. I feel some of these are definitely a little bit of a jump.
Joey Porter go as the what is he, the
The
third?
third, yeah. Cam Smith.
Okay,
is
the third is okay.
Cam Smith is the fourth.
Brian Branch went. Do you have guys?
Juan Jones went down there in the corner to the Jags.
Is that what you wanted me to pause for?
No,
Are we pausing for okay? Who are we waiting for on the next two picks, or do we want to trade up and get our guy?
I don't know if you need to trade up right now.
Who are our guys right on our list right now?
I would say
JSN.
JSN is probably number one for me, for sure.
Okay.
I feel like you can probably get Jack Anderson or whatever the heck that linebacker from Iowa. That's a later
Right.
at the weight based on the way this is going. Why don't we get out of? I need to see the players.
How do you do that?
Maybe scroll up a little.
Upcoming picks.
He scrolled down, maybe.
Just the next round.
I don't know. Well, based on where we are right now, I don't think. Jordan Addison is also still on the board.
Okay, but if we're going wide receiver right now,
It's going to be JSN,
it
but
would
there's
be
also
Jackson Smith.
I don't know how to say his last name really well. Yeah, but it's Jackson Smith Njigba, I think,
A wide
or
receiver
JSN.
a wide receiver from Ohio State who goes by JSN because his last name is very difficult to pronounce.
But also Nolan Smith, I think, is still on the board.
Yes.
Keely Ringo.
I'm not the
Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go later.
I think he'll go later too.
Broderick Jones is gone, but how about Wright, the tackle from Tennessee?
Yeah, I think he's fallen. He didn't have the best.
And what about Mozzie Smith?
Mozzie Smith is there. Dalton Kincaid, I think.
But if I'm taking a tight end, it's got to be Michael Mayer.
Yeah,
I know people like Kincaid has jumped up boards and stuff.
It's because he can block and he's tall.
Mayer can block and is tall. Mayer reminds me of Dawson Knox. That's so having two Dawson Knoxes
isn't the worst idea,
right?
But I think right now, for me, I would if this is the way
JSN.
I would want JSN here.
Yep. Okay. And we don't want to jump up to get him.
No, I don't think it would get taken.
Okay, so because we have other guys.
Right.
Okay. So here we go.
Two picks. Watch me get taken. No. Still not taken. Okay, we're on the clock.
We are on the clock. The players taken were
Jamar Gibbs.
I'm pausing the draft so we can talk. Jahmyr Gibbs, who went before Bijan Robinson,
Yeah.
Shocked the entire Jets fans boo. Like even Jets fans boo. Right? So shocked. Mel Kiper is angry. At
I
them.
can't believe it.
Um,
Right. So I think hit show drafted. I think yeah. So Jamar Gibbs, they had him going to Dallas, and then Quentin.
who needs a running back?
Yes.
But you would think they would take the running back from Texas.
Right. And then Quentin Johnson
is the first wide receiver from TCU, first wide receiver off the board, 6'4".
I mean, I guess it works for the
the Giants.
Yeah, it works for the Giants,
who don't have a number one receiver.
Right.
We
do have 2 trade offers.
The Bills have 2 trade offers. Now, to start off, before we go into the trade offers, the Bills only have 6 picks.
Right.
And as we talked earlier, they need to nail this because of their depth problems.
Right.
So,
but the question becomes, do you keep your picks and hope you nail every single one, or do you trade back and get more picks?
Yes, because we cannot trade up at this point.
Right.
Our next pick is number 89.
No, I think they have one in the second round. I think it's 50 something. No, I think it's whatever they are in the second. Plus 20. I think they're 27th in the second.
Well, here.
There you go.
60.
I was going to say 59. Get it. I think it's in the third round that they don't have one.
No, 89 is in the third round. 89 is not the Bills. It says 92.
Yeah, they have pick 27, 59.
So they have
91,
a first, second, third,
fourth, fifth, and sixth.
There's a fifth. So they only don't have a seventh.
Yes.
So that's what we know.
So they have 27, 59, 91, 130, 137, and 205. So
sweet.
Let's look at those trade offers.
Let's look at those trade offers. What? Pick 59.
Okay, so
they want us to give up our second round.
So the Cowboys
third
want
round
back-to-back picks. We would get 59, 91, 171, and a 5th round pick next year for our pick.
59, 90. So we would get a second, third, and a fifth to give up our
and
first.
A 5th next year.
And a 5th next year. Whatever.
What's the other one?
Okay.
Because the Cowboys want back-to-back picks. And I don't know.
I swear, if they take it, why? They're not in our division.
I just don't want to. Okay.
So this is 2 picks for next year.
Okay. But scroll down. Are they offering a player?
No. This is just the other way. You see it from the Buccaneers side.
Oh, okay. So 2 picks next year. I don't know. That doesn't
next year is not what we want to do. We are focused on this. So we are initially rejecting the Buccaneers offer.
Right.
You got a trade offer.
Do we? Okay.
So JSN is on the board.
Right.
Mozzie Smith is on the board.
Right.
Bills need a linebacker. Are we taking the risk that the kid from wherever?
So this would also give us back-to-back picks in the second round.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
And back-to-back picks in the third.
And fifth.
No, not in the fifth. They don't have their pick in the fifth. So it would give us back-to-back picks in the second and the third.
So we would gain 2 picks.
Well, 3.
Really. Well, you're not gaining 3. I mean, next year, blah, 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 blah. That's how I feel about next year. Because we're focused on this season and filling in the gaps.
Oh, yeah. You'd be gaining 2 picks. So you'd be swapping See, here's the thing, though.
You're going from 28 to 59, so you're losing 21 slots.
Is that worth it? Just
But-
to be able to go back to back twice?
Well, it's not to go back to back. You're not like doing it to be like flashy, right?
Well, no, because in the second you'd have 2 picks in a row, and in the
Right.
third you have 2 picks in a row. So,
Well, maybe you take the second and the third and move back up earlier in the second. If we see some of our guys go,
so you want to do the trade then?
I kind of do,
Okay.
but
Well, it's your call. It's your thing at the end of the
this
day.
is my thing
Right.
because it's my
I
board.
Get, right. I get call
You get to be Brandon Bean.
on the second one.
All right, so we're gonna accept this. So, what the deal is, we'll show you later because I'm not writing it down. I don't care.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, I mean everyone can see it,
Oh, yeah, right.
but you know
So
when we
we gain-
show it to
So we now
others.
have back-to-back picks in the second and the third round, and an
Correct.
extra 5th.
Correct. This is how it goes in actual rooms. Just so you know, there's just 2 guys sitting around with the city.
Yep. This is how it goes.
This is how it goes. So this is exactly what it looks like.
Just 2 guys just making a decision.
2
That's
guys
it.
just making decisions.
Okay, so
We're gonna accept this. We're gonna drop picks, and we're gonna drop 21 picks to pick up a third, a fifth, and a fifth next year.
or potentially trade up.
Or potentially use that fifth from next year to trade up.
All right, accept it. Let's see what happens.
Show drafted. The Bills are no longer on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are. And if they draft a running back,
It'd be funny.
it would be funny.
It would be funny if they took Robinson.
They're going to take JSN, right?
I don't know. I have a feeling they're gonna have the Bengals take them. Take him.
That would be weird.
That would be annoying. But we'll see what
Frustrating.
happens.
I bet the Bengals take Mayer. Or the
Probably.
Cowboys could take Mayer,
That's true.
right? Because they lost Schultz.
Yeah. I don't know who they'll take. I'm positive. Find out. We don't get to find out. They took
Safety.
a safety.
Safety.
Okay, that makes
Edge.
sense for the Bengals.
Edge.
That makes sense.
JSN goes to
The Chiefs. Okay, pause the draft.
we should not have made that trade.
No, that's okay.
So let's scroll
But you
down.
have to now scroll down to see if you want to move up.
Okay, so our other guys. Okay, so some guys who we actually care about have been taken.
Yes, JSN.
Right? JSN,
Right.
Darnell Wright at pick 234,
Yeah. And Michael Schmitz.
and John Michael Schmitz, who's an inside
Yeah.
lineman who can play both guards and is really projected to be a center.
Yeah.
So he's a Mitch Morse backup as well as a swing guy to both sides. Having a Mitch Morse backup is helpful because of his health history. But did you know Mitch Morse's birthday was the other day? And which is weird for Morse's. And also he's only 31.
Yeah, but he's also had like 18 concussions.
He said 4.
So,
But-
well,
Yes. It's as many as Tua. And Tua said he's going to play until he's 106.
yeah, we'll see.
So we're still good though. Okay, so Zay Flowers is on our board now.
Jordan Addison is still
Jordan Addison is still there. So we have 2 good
Mayer's
receivers.
still there. Kincaid
Mike
is still there.
Kincaid is still there. Those are 2 tight ends.
Yeah. But Naj Robinson is also still there.
Mozzie Smith is still there.
Yes.
So we're not ready to trade up yet.
Are you sure?
I don't think we are. I don't feel like we are yet. We would have to trade up from 59 to 39.
Okay, I'm not saying no. We go there.
Bijan Robinson is there.
Yes.
How do we feel about running back?
I mean, I wouldn't mind adding Bijan Robinson to the room, but I also kind of feel like that would be more like if he fell to us kind of thing. But the person who I'm thinking about moving up for is Addison or Smith, but I feel like they'll be gone.
At a center. Mozzie?
Yeah.
What about Flowers? Not a fan?
I like Addison better. I think
That's
Addison
interesting.
fits more what they need.
Well, the thing about
But-
Flowers that's nice is that he can play outside
Or
and the slot.
Yeah.
But there's
I don't
also
know.
Mayer, Kincaid. But this is a very deep draft for
Well,
tight
you
end.
can see. Well, I guess we can go a couple more picks and see what happens.
Do we need an edge? Because edges are basically gone.
I don't think so.
Okay. So inside, okay,
Let's just see.
Addison's gone. Mozzie Smith is gone.
Frick.
Osiris Torrance, Keely Ringo, Zay Flowers is gone.
Okay.
Is there anyone we want to trade off for at this point? Or are we
Robinson
just
is still there.
Robinson who?
Benaj Robinson, the running back.
Bijan. I would
still
rather
there.
see if he falls. I don't think he will,
I don't think so either.
but if he does,
That's true. I think at this point now it's just I don't
best
think
player available,
you don't
we
trade.
wait.
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay,
lost.
There's
3
Mayer is still there.
Yeah, I think he might make it.
Between him and Kincaid.
One of them will make it.
Okay, but there's also, again, this is very deep tight end draft.
Right. There's also Coons and there's also the other guy too. There's one. I think there's one more. So
Washington,
yeah,
who
right,
went
right.
6th overall.
Oh, right. So wait, did he in this one? Yes. Yes.
We've only done one.
Hey,
Okay, so here we go.
Benaj Robinson. Drew Sanders. Okay.
Robinson
Okay, there goes
to
Kincaid.
Hendon Hooker. Kincaid goes. Bijan Robinson goes to Tampa, which
Okay.
is a good fit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we are going to sign Leonard Fournette.
Right. Keep going because the what's his face is still there.
He's gone.
No.
Tight end gone. Malk is gone.
Okay, we are on the clock.
And all of my favorite players are off. Because Malk is another one. He could have played all 5 offensive lineman positions
Yeah.
and is wicked.
Well,
So
let's see who's
we're gonna
still on the
draft
board.
now.
Yeah,
We're gonna
let's
draft,
see
right?
who's still on the board. We're on the clock.
We are on the clock. So I'm pausing the draft.
Right. So go back to the board.
Jalen Carter is still there.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Show draft. Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. So we're going to scroll up and look at players. We do not need to look at quarterbacks.
Which are all Bryce Young, apparently. There's some wacky going on here.
These guys were all taken.
Right. Yeah, so go to all. What this website?
I don't know. Team needs.
I guess go to all. Like hit all. Well, now what the heck?
What the heck? Folks, we're working this out.
Hit
As
all rounds? Again? See what happens? Now hit all rounds? Well, what happens if you unpause it? Maybe because it's paused? Okay. So now hit show drafted. Hit it again. The fuck? That's annoying. I guess go back to all. I don't know.
okay.
Well, unpause it. Unpause it. Pause it. Okay. Now just leave it on all.
All right.
We'll
So
see if it'll show the right players.
Q.
We didn't add anybody to the queue.
I know. Because we were dumb.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so Foskey's still on the board.
Foskey's an
Young.
edge. Okay, so look at all these edges on the board.
Yeah.
A lot of edges on the board.
We are at pick 59.
We are at 59.
Okay. See if you can hit RK. No, just leave it on all.
You want me to hit kicker?
No, hit right here. Can you click that?
No, it won't let me.
Stupid. Yeah, scroll down. Or okay, it's working. Never mind.
It's working now that we've figured this out.
A lot of wide receivers.
Josh Downs, I'm not doing it.
No,
Jalen Hyatt, I'm not doing it. We have 2 picks back to back. We've got to remember that as well.
Yeah.
So we're not just focusing on one.
Marvin Mims, well, that wouldn't be a bad selection.
Laporta.
No. I'm not high on Laporta. I don't know.
Okay. So we're going to add Zach Kuntz to our queue. We're going to add Schoonmaker to our queue.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Latu. I don't know.
Mm.
Not so much?
Eh.
Okay. So
don't need a QB.
Not yet.
Max Duggan.
Add them to the queue.
Okay. What do they got for let's look at running back.
Stetson Bennett. Running backs. There's going to be all but 2 gone.
Okay. Yeah. So add scroll down a little. Keep going.
Well, let's add Roshan Johnson.
Yeah.
Let's add Sean Tucker because he's a breakaway king.
Yeah. But scroll down. Where is he? Okay, add that guy from Tulane because I actually did meet with him.
That's right. Okay. That's how we should have started with the queue. With guys, the Bills we knew met.
So what? Okay, so let's go to all.
Okay, let's go to tackle. Right, because we know that they're interested in tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Any of these names spark your interest?
Not at this pick.
Okay. What about a long snapper?
Yeah, no, they have.
I was kidding. Oh, you know who hasn't gone?
I was just thinking that. That's what I was saying. I don't think he's gone yet. The kid from Iowa. Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell and Trenton Simpson. And Simpson, I think, is more of a Bills type of linebacker than Campbell is. So let's read up on Simpson. How about that? Analyst report. Checks as a hybrid defender at the NFL level who will be best implemented on passing downs and as a positionless defender who attacks defenses in coverage and zone blitz looks. Zone blitzes, coverage. Skill-specific player who, when used right, can be an impact starter. His roles throughout the course of his career were expansive. The dude was everywhere on the tape. He played, it just said. He played will linebacker, which is what, no, that's what Milano is.
Yeah.
But deep safety, playing games against the front as a scheme pressure player and triggering from depth as a will. Modern linebackers who move the needle are the ones with skill sets to contribute on passing downs. And Simpsons looks ready to go on this front. Now, does he sound too much like Terrell Bernard did last year?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, one of the issues,
like this talks a lot about versatility.
Yeah.
Being able to play in zone. Here are some good things. 6'2", 235. That's not Terrell Edmonds size, but it's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Top reasons to buy in: electric range and coverage and pursuit, explosive hitting power, and impressive finishing ability.
Yeah.
Passing down value is rare for a player of his stature, instincts playing forward or in space against the pass. Those were all detriments that we had with Tremaine. And the Bills let Tremaine walk for a reason.
Wow.
Besides cash money,
Yeah.
right? Top reasons for concern: not a one size fits all prospect. Saw reduced impact in 2022 when moved into a more traditional stack role, and ability to set the edge or deconstruct blocks in the box is an area. So he's the opposite of Tremaine,
Right.
right? I mean, Tremaine was wicked fast, but this kid sounds faster. Tremaine was much bigger. He was 250, 6'5", I think, 6'4", 250. But the Bills let him walk.
Yeah, I mean you keep hearing the rumors that they want a thumper at linebacker, at middle linebacker.
Okay.
Um,
So his 40-yard dash was a 4.43.
yeah, I mean he sounds fast. Yeah, I mean I think either him or Campbell. Yeah. Here, yeah, or both. You do have two picks.
We have two
back.
picks. Good point. I don't think we should pick two linebackers back to back.
Well,
I think what we should do is, so let's look at Campbell real quick because most people know about Campbell. 6'5", 243, played for Iowa, won the Butkus award rather. Productive as heck. High academically, coaches smart, instinctive, and physical linebacker with top end intangibles. It gives them a makeup of a starting Mike at the next level. There are some minor limitations. Okay, so everyone's going to be a starting Mike because that's the most important position in football.
right.
I mean, at linebacker, right? So let's throw that out the window. His 40 was a 4.65. He can fit in any scheme. Prospect comparison is Logan Wilson. Do you know who that is? I don't know either. Joe Marino wrote this, and his Marino grade is an 82 out of 100, and the Simpson grade was an 81. So,
Either.
Because Bills fans love Jack Campbell, we're going to take Jack Campbell instead of being how I like to be.
Got hit draft.
Yeah. So he's queued, and now he's gone. And now I have to unpause it and actually draft him. And now he's gone.
Okay. Next
So
pick.
let's look at interior linemen. Joe Tippmann and Luke Whippler are both Big Ten interior offensive linemen.
Yes.
Okay. Tippmann is 6'6", slated for center. Whippler, Ohio State. I hate Ohio State players, but there's
still one more above them, I think. Oh,
no, just Michael Schmitz. Okay. Yeah. So Tippmann, Whippler. There's no one right now. Voorhees.
I don't know.
We'll add him to the queue.
Yeah.
Patterson will add to the queue. And that's because these are guys we've heard of, not because they're better than the other people who are on the list. So Tippmann and Whippler are there. Interior defensive tackle. Jalen Carter's there. Fort. I know. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Keanu Benton's there.
Byron Young.
What?
Byron Young.
Byron Young. Yep. So Benton is 6'4", 315. Out of the Big Ten, Wisconsin. Nose tackle. He's one of the best run-stuffing nose tackles in college football.
You have two trade offers for this pick as well.
Okay, we'll look at those. One of the most impactful players on the Badgers defense. He's an unmovable force for interior offensive linemen to deal with. Blah, blah, blah. One thing I needed to see from Benson was a little more value on passing downs. We don't care about that. We have enough defensive tackles who can deal with passing downs. Benton has more sacks and QB hits than years prior. Oh, so his production increased last year. Former 3-star recruit, top 100 player at his position, and a 2-sport athlete in football and wrestling. Top reasons to buy in: incredible raw power, outstanding run stuffing value, added quicker hands for counter, limited pass rush, not an overly explosive athlete, lacks versatility and alignment. So he's truly
He's a one-tech. I mean, he's a one.
He's a one-tech nose tackle.
Yeah.
Who will fill a gap and maybe take 2 guys on.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine for what the Bills need.
For what the Bills need
D-line.
At D-line.
I'd be fine with taking him.
What about Pickens?
It's a little early.
6'4", 305. Okay. I'm adding him to he's a 3-tech and a 0-tech, it said.
A little early for Benton, too.
It's not in real life. We can look at edges. Foskey, Byron Young. Foskey's pretty good.
So was Young.
6'3", 243 for Young.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work for the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay. Started in JUCO.
See, here's the thing. When I think the mindset that the Bills have to have is like, yeah, you've gone after a certain type of player in the past, and like, yeah, it turned out in group, but it's also like, how many of those do you need? You need to hit on these guys.
Yep.
If you think that Young is going to be better than Foskey, then okay, that's what you have to go with, and you have to be confident that that's going to work for you.
Yep.
So I mean, it's to me, it shouldn't. It should matter to a certain extent. How they do fit in, but if they think we can work with this, whatever. And also, yeah, he's young.
Is he young?
As a senior? Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't think he's like.
I think he's old.
I think he's a young.
He'll turn 25 in March.
Okay, I thought he was young.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah.
That's not what the Bills mind. I mean, the Bills actually pay attention and like younger players,
Right?
But I actually think that they may change their strategy for this draft because they need players with experience and players who have sort of been through the ringer, right?
And with the way Tennessee's year has gone this year, he was there.
Right.
Through all
so top reasons to buy in: background and trajectory, burst and flexibility, competitive toughness.
I mean,
top reasons for concern: mass and power,
which can be changed.
He's old, and his footwork as a pass rusher.
Well, that was kind of, but that
his
was
40-yard dash is a 4.43.
That was Groot's issue, though.
Yeah. Groot was also a freak as far as size, and
I feel like though he could be. I mean, 4.43 for 40-yard dash.
Yeah, 4.43. I mean, you have wide receivers who run slower.
Yeah.
I
mean,
we're gonna look really quick at Foskey.
I think that was as fast as the one linebacker.
It was.
I think that was as fast as Simpson.
Foskey 6'5", 260, so a little taller, a little heavier. Played for Notre Dame, so you have another top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if the Bills though want to go with what this would be the guy they would go with. I mean, he's an athletic freak.
Top reasons to buy in: character and leadership, explosiveness on the edge, accomplished pass rusher with continued upside, special teams dynamo. Run defending is still a work in progress, was less impactful in all phases against NFL tackles, block deconstruction and tight alignments. 40-yard dash, 4.58. His vertical was 4 inches less.
So it sounds like Foskey still needs to be molded, maybe given some confidence.
Yep.
And it sounds like Young is the more established player with just
Foskey has a higher rating from them.
Some slight issues. Yeah, but 5 to 1 isn't that bad.
Oh, no. I meant from their ratings out of the 100. Foskey was a 79.5. Byron Young was a 75.
That's not terrible.
No. I know.
cornerback.
Let's look at corners. Thank you, folks. This will be our.
Go
Wait,
on.
these guys are all available. Yes. Deontay Banks
Okay. Oy.
from Maryland is there. Clark Phillips, DJ Turner from Michigan.
I like all 4 of those.
Garrett
first guys.
Williams
I like all 5 of those
from
guys.
Darius Rush. Travius Hodgins Tomlinson.
I think Clark Phillips is an average size. I think Deontay Banks is a little small. Yeah, so
Phillips
average
is 5'10".
average height.
He went to
that's an
Utah,
average height, actually.
right?
Yeah.
Quick feet, fluid hips, ball skills, competitive toughness, coverage instincts. Concerns: size, tackling consistency, playing off contact. So at the combine, he was 5'9", 184.
Okay.
He ran a
That's a little
4.51.
short. That's a little slow.
That's slow for a
Yeah.
corner.
That sounds like a slot guy.
Slot guy who's not big enough.
Yeah.
That was Banks, who we just looked at? No, that was Phillips, right?
Yeah, that was Phillips.
My bad. So let's look at Banks. 6'1", 200.
Yeah.
Junior out of Big Ten.
Maryland.
No, this kid's out of Penn State.
Maryland.
No, I'm telling you. I know, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Contributor since his freshman year.
Yeah.
30 career games. Missed the whole season due to an injury, but returned last year and had his best season. Listed as 6'2" on this. Let's see what he actually came in at the combine. So top reasons to buy in.
6 foot.
Good plus level size and length. Good reactionary athleticism. Press corner. Top reasons for concern. Injury concerns, top end speed, lack of production in the passing game, and inconsistent technique, which is all concerning. His 40-yard dash was a 4.35, which is wicked fast. Vertical jump was 42 inches. His ideal role starting outside corner in the scheme of a cover 3 mix.
Yeah.
So are we going cornerback or are we taking the long snap? No, I'm kidding. Are we taking
Edge?
edge?
I feel like
Or we can look at receivers one last time.
yeah, let's do that. Xavier Hutchison is still there.
Cedric Tillman is still there.
Hyatt. Marvin Mims.
So we got time for some of these guys to drop. We also have 2 trade offers.
Correct. Well, why don't we look at those? I think out of what's available here, I think edge is the way to go.
I think so. Over corner.
Yeah,
because he's a project, right?
who?
The guy from Maryland who we just looked at.
Banks?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's a project. I mean, I think he's still gonna be good. I don't know what they mean by inconsistent in the passing game, but he doesn't get interceptions. So do none of the DBs on our team anyway.
Well, we have White coming back. Part of it, actually, well, do they want to take a risk on another potential injury risk corner?
Yeah. But I mean, he then came back from that. I mean, he only missed the 1 full year and then came back and had the best year.
Had the best of year of his career.
I mean, like, I don't know why there's an injury concern, I guess.
Trade offers. So we give up 2. We get a 3 and a 5 next year and a 5 this year.
Nope.
That's a no.
No.
It's a good pick. It's a good trade for the Bills overall. It's not a good pick. It's not a good trade for the Bills right now, which is what we're trying to care about.
Right.
So we reject. Get a round 4 and a bunch of picks next year.
No.
4 and a 4. So we reject your offer, team Texans.
Dummies. I think you should go edge, but at the end of the day, it's your call.
Which one?
I think either would work. I think Young though would be the safer choice.
I thought Foskey. The thing about
No,
Young is
Foskey.
he's 240. What did he weigh at the combine?
No, Young was the 25-year-old that's more established. Foskey's the one who needs a little bit of molding.
Okay, so he weighed 250 at the combine. 6'2", 250.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I love that. That reminds me of Boogie Basham.
Yeah, but also Boogie Basham though was also in the same trend of let's get a guy who's young that we can mold. Again, you're not doing this with Young. Young is 25. He went through JUCO. Was a senior. If you're taking Young, I think you're taking him.
He was an assistant manager at a Dollar General.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I'm sold.
Okay. Just need him to be a wrestler, a Christian wrestler, and it's right up there. Maybe you have to unpause.
Unpause.
So stupid.
Wah, wah.
Okay, here we go.
Byron Young. Oh, show drafted.
Scroll down. I think you gotta scroll down.
This interface is not lovely. So we are on round.
Dos.
Okay, so here is the rest of round 2. So Foskey went 2 picks later. Deontay Banks went 1 pick later. So we were in the right area for players. Zach Charbonnet went to the Eagles, who lost Miles Sanders. And Wanya Morris went to Kansas City.
A lot of tackles.
A lot of. Well, they just lost.
No, I'm just saying, like across the board. I think there were 5 in round 1 and 5 in this one too.
6.
Oh, I might not be able to see.
Well, offensive tackles are light blue.
Oh yeah, 6, and I think there were 5 in round 1 though.
Yeah. Okay, so we were close. As you can see, we had Deontay Banks, we had Foskey as our next options. Charbonnet was not on our list because we don't really care about running back after Bijan and Tyjae Spears and Wanya Morris. I've never heard of, so
Okay.
so now we're into round 3. DJ Turner, who we weren't looking at.
Josh Downs. Gone.
Downs is gone. Okay.
Phillips gone.
Clark
Dang.
Phillips, is gone.
Okay.
And we are back and on the clock and depausing. Tip him in.
More tackles. Jeez. Hyatt is gone. Whitewater is gone. Laporta is gone.
Cedric Tillman.
Mims. Damn.
Kraft.
Avila.
Tanner McKee to the Lions.
Another tackle.
Okay. So this is what I'm seeing. Okay. So we have back-to-back picks.
Xavier
Marvin
Hutchinson.
Mims.
Mims is gone.
He is?
Yes. Hutchinson is gone.
Where did Mims
Caillou
go?
Blue Kelly is gone. He went to the Patriots.
Of course he did. I don't like that Cedric Tillman. Oh, well, I mean, I'm fine with him going to the Browns. I just don't like that he's gone. So we're gonna go through this, but we're gonna go quicker because we know we bored the heck. Okay, Tre'Davious Hodges Tomlinson.
He's my favorite. Like, he's one of my favorite DB prospects.
5'9",
I know
177.
he's short, but
Okay.
the thing about it is he has side to side.
Okay, so he's the nephew of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Mm-hmm.
I always like players with roots already in the NFL. Even if he's a nephew, I always like.
He's also from Texas. Like, I don't know. There's
Texas forever.
Well, there's something about
Friday
Texas.
Night Lights.
I feel like Texas prospects, there's something about them.
He's a great competitor and athlete, which will benefit him. Concerned about his size, to consistently start as an everyday outside corner.
But here's the thing: is if you're drafting a cornerback now, and you're the Bills, you're not expecting a starter, in my opinion.
Well, let's talk about
You're at pick 90.
You have
round
Elam.
3.
You have Elam.
Yeah.
Who's gonna start at one corner? They can't not start him.
Yeah.
And then you have White at the other corner.
Right.
You have Taron Johnson as your
Slot.
slot.
Yep.
And then you have
Dane Jackson.
Okay, and Dane Jackson is corner 4, and then the kid who they might convert to safety,
Benford.
Benford.
But you also have Saron Neal still too.
Saron Neal is still there, and he
Um,
may not ever play on defense. but if Teron Johnson goes down, I think Saron Neal is your first guy up, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But I feel like with that group, if you were to if you're thinking about DB as the Bills, I don't know if you're thinking starter now. Because I feel like the guys.
No. I agree. That's exactly my point. I just wanted to talk it through.
Yeah.
So at safety, you have Micah, you have Poyer,
Yeah.
Hamlin, maybe, Benford, maybe. Who's the guy they signed?
Zane Anderson.
Oh, Zane Anderson, athletic freak, 6'4" something.
Yeah.
220 or something. But who's the guy that they signed?
Do you have the guy from LA? I can see his face.
Rap.
Yep. Yeah, they signed Rap too.
And
So-
Rap is going to play. So pretty much they're set in the
It's-
defensive backfield.
Yeah.
So if they were to draft a guy now, it would be, as you were saying,
A backup. Or
backup.
or at least somebody who can rotate in right away.
right.
And I feel like even though Hamilton is short,
Mhm.
like that shouldn't take away from him because he's able to make up for it by being physical and that kind of stuff. And
Okay,
he's so good in man coverage. Like he's
athleticism,
so good.
especially speed, a technician in man coverage, making him a lockdown defender.
Yeah.
Physicality and versatility.
I mean, he was
To help a
fantastic for
defense.
TCU.
Yes,
On
yes.
defense.
I'm reading. So his reasons for concern: size, especially impacting length, struggles at block destruction,
Which
affecting
makes
his ability to defend well against the run, and missed tackles.
sense. Whatever.
Which, yeah, again, okay. So he ran a 4.41 at the combine. Vertical jump was good. Broad jump was really good. Bench reps 12, whatever. His scheme fit is a 3.35,
Mhm.
which is close to what the Bills play, with a lot of man coverage though.
Well, but that's what the Bills want to shift to now.
They're slowly shifting to a hybrid between
Right, because Poyer and Mike are getting old. So
right. Okay, so he's definitely an option.
okay, so he's 86 and we're at 92, 91.
Okay,
That's just their.
I just want to look at the next guy.
Yeah.
That's it. Quarterback. He's a cornerback for the Louisville football team. Okay, that's weird.
Did a 5-year-old write this?
Maybe they can't say the actual.
Clark is my favorite player.
maybe they can't actually say the actual
Cardinals,
Yeah,
but they have. But I think.
they have it later.
Well, no. If you scroll up, I think it says DB Louisville Cardinals. Yeah. So it's even weirder to say for the Louisville football team.
Oh, cornerback here. Yeah. We don't know what's going on. I mean, obviously we didn't design this site.
Well,
so
no, if you look under analysts, it says like right underneath his name.
yeah. So his top reasons to buy in: ball production.
What does it mean?
Ball production. He's good at Tao and Zen.
Interceptions,
Position versatility.
probably. Yeah,
I mean, he can play outside or inside. I'm assuming that's what it means.
probably.
Film shows a competitive defensive back that has uncoachable instincts and ball prediction. So his instincts are top notch.
Injury concerns.
Down the field speed.
Okay, but that's
ran a
already
4.42.
things that they already struggle with.
4.42. Ideal role as a nickel. Scheme versatile. I'm not doing that. Okay.
I like him better.
Then Tomlinson.
No, I like.
Tomlinson better.
Yeah. To me.
Okay. Cornerback isn't our only option. We've already taken an edge,
Yeah.
but let's see who's there. Or maybe we trade out.
Let's see who's at fullback.
Andre Carter.
I thought he was a linebacker.
Let's see his size.
6'7".
Oof. He is definitely a lineman. He is not a linebacker. Plays for the
I think
Army
he's
Black
one of
Knights.
those flippers that plays outside linebacker when they need like the guy to blitz off the edge.
That
But
sounds.
Then he moves inside. the rest
This
of
is
the time.
interesting. I've never heard this in football. His preferred rush move is a Euro step. That's interesting that they're starting to use that in football. Folks, for those who don't know, a Euro step is used in basketball. It's sort of like that.
Yeah, they take one step that way, but then go the other.
And
So
it looks like
fakes
you're
them out.
sliding as a player.
Yeah.
The Black Knights do move him around. They asked him intermittently to play inside and play in tight alignments, but he should be considered a 2-point stance player at the NFL level.
Okay.
So that means knee and hand, right?
Yeah, that's
He did drop into zone coverages. But they say don't do that in the NFL. He's a developmental project who has some clear tools. So could you imagine him and Groot on each side at that height? That would be crazy.
he's clear two to work with and cannot be coached. The floor is a
Not cannot be crook. No.
Well, the tools that he has can't be coached. Yes.
Right. I think that's what we're going to see now. And now that we're into the third round, is a lot of talent, unpolished talent. Right.
And that's what it seems like he is.
Right. So he was 6'6" and a half, 256. Small hand size for that size.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice arm length though.
40-yard dash didn't run. Short shuttle was a 4.36, which is good.
Only 11 reps.
Yeah. His ideal role is 3-4 rush linebacker, which seems weird for someone of that size, but that's okay.
It's because
there are other guys who are that tall at that weight.
It seems like though he doesn't use
it's like
his
a
size.
Melvin Ingram kind of thing.
It seems like he doesn't
or
use
a Justin
his size.
Houston.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't use his size or his weight to do anything. It seems like he uses his hands and his skills and his footwork to be slippery. Yeah,
does
slippery
not
attack player who challenges blockers. So
exponential room for growth in a more football-centric environment.
It sounds like he's a project. He's a project.
Functional strength and ability on early downs is a question. Needs dramatic improvement as a pass rusher.
So he needs to figure out how to use his strength. Basically.
So the dude, he played for Independent Army.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get out of edges. Let's get into, I know, Byron Young is there. Do we look at him already?
There's a lot of guys named Byron Young in this draft.
And Jacqueline Roy is there. So we'll want to look at those.
This is the Byron Young out of Alabama. We drafted the Byron Young out of Tennessee. Yeah, no, I like him. I like him a lot. He was really, really good. He's another.
He's a senior.
He's a space eater, I think.
Played 50 games at Alabama.
He's a freak. Too.
He has the prototypical build that most NFL teams look for in an interior with a thick lower half and a strong upper half, which is exactly what the Bills need, unless he's like 280 or something.
Yeah.
294, I'm okay with. Hand size, 11 inches.
Arm length.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to arm length to say.
Balance, body
his profile.
Controls.
Okay, so overall, his profile of being a physical prospect who can play well against the run will give him an opportunity to make an impact in the NFL on run downs. But there is a question on how effective he will be on passing downs.
That's fine.
Do the Bills already have too many of those guys?
Yes. You mean too many guys who are good on passing downs?
No, the other way around.
Oh,
too many of the guys who.
No, they don't.
Who stop the run. Oh, this is inside.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking outside. No, so he didn't run. His vertical jump sucked. Broad jump.
24 bench reps.
Okay, that's pretty good. So we're gonna keep him on our short list for right now. We looked at Pickens already.
Hmm.
Jacqueline Roy, I know they have him rated low, but he is a big prospect and should not be rated that low. Only a junior. He played at LSU. I mean, the one we just looked at played at Alabama. These are, again, top programs.
And again, these
Um,
are the guys that the Bills should be looking at because these are the guys that should have experience and
Right.
should it like if let's say they go the route that we just went, like they're gonna need guys that can immediately rotate in, that can immediately be contributors at least at what they did well in college.
Yes.
So if they're able to take guys like how we took Young from Tennessee, he was good at college at setting the edge, doing that kind of stuff, and that's what the Bills need.
Yes.
So as long as they were good at the things that the Bills need, like as long as they were good at those things that the Bills need in college, those are the guys that they have to be looking at, and guys that have experience, and guys that can just
One other
immediately
thing
come in.
about interior defensive linemen. The Bills lose Ed Oliver,
Next year,
Tim
at the end of
Settle
this year. Yep, right.
at the end of this year,
So you also got
Daquan Jones at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Well, they lose all of their inside guys at the end of this year, actually. They'll have nobody.
Right.
Unless they restructure. They'll probably extend Daquan Jones.
I think they did already.
They may
I
have.
think they did because it lowered his cap hit.
So
I think they gave him like 2 more years.
So reasons to buy in: athletic interior defensive lineman plus level physical tools, has a prototypical frame.
See, I feel like this would be more where the Bills would lean than they would.
I agree.
Young. Like they've always wanted a
There's
big,
your bench
strong
reps.
guy. Right. Honestly, yeah. A 4-3-3 tech though.
That's okay. They're losing all of their defensive linemen.
Yeah. Rotational interior defensive lineman earlier in a career. Okay, so yeah, so I mean like Wall would be perfect. Though the question becomes Roy, whatever. Wah.
It could be Wah
It could
with
be
his
Wah
first name.
because that's
Jacqueline.
And he also went to LSU.
Right.
But
Right. it's the Louisiana Wah.
Are you taking him too early?
For this, yes. In real life, no. And I would rather go based on real life.
Okay.
So
then I think he should be the pick.
So we have a linebacker, we have an edge.
I mean, you have the next pick. That's why I'm saying I think they don't need that though. They don't need safety, in my opinion.
Jamie Robinson.
I'd rather get a safety later than do something right now.
Tight end. Oh, they brought in Durham, so
yeah,
I'm gonna add him. And who do we have? Boot is still there, or Boutte, whatever. Boot. However you would say it in French.
Boutte.
And
that's it. Tucker Booty.
Okay. Dell is actually a good late pick. This Iosovis is everyone's favorite project here. Bell
is supposed to be the best route runner in the draft.
Okay, so there's a lot of wide receivers who are going to go later.
Yes. So we don't, and I don't think you don't need to take one of those guys right now. You missed out on the top guys, and I feel the same way with running back. There will be guys there.
Okay.
I think. Because the next pick they have, I think, is their regular pick.
So we've got our guy, Jacqueline Roy.
Oh, they have 130 next. So that's not that far away from
130. Oh, you know what? We have 2 picks back to back.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So who's our next guy?
Who are we looking at? Well, maybe now. Well, maybe you could take a wide one on.
Let's see where the tight ends are ranked.
I feel like the tight ends are going to go.
Schoonmaker.
I feel like he'll.
No, he won't
be there. I feel like you're going to get tight end.
Okay, so let's look at the tight ends, and
Pause
then I'm working on it. You mean we take more than a minute 28 to talk about these guys?
Oh, we've been going for almost 2 hours. And we've gone
Really?
through one draft.
Okay, so Zach Kuntz
I like him.
went to Old Dominion. Big program.
Don't care.
I know. I'm kidding.
He is 6'8".
6'8", 245. Former 5-star recruit who originally enrolled in Penn State before he transferred to Old Dominion. Injury cut his 2022 short. Top reasons to buy in: ball skills, route running, catch radius. Concerns: blocking, run after catch, pad level. People are saying that the Bills want a blocker at tight end for this one.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't either.
I want a route runner. I want a guy who can be a disruptor. I want those kind of things. Arm length 34 inches, hand size a little small, but 6'7" at the combine.
He's not that fast, but like that's
4.55 is fine for a tight end.
for a tight end. Yeah,
That's faster than Dawson Knox.
yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Receiving tight end who can develop into a full-time starter, like
Yeah,
Mike Gesicki
I'll take that.
is his comparison. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah, I feel like
let's
he's
just
be a
look
little
at
sneaky.
let's look at Payne Durham because the Bills did bring him in
I think he's more of what
of a
they
blocker.
want. Yeah,
Right.
a tough and competitive overall.
This is what it says.
Yeah.
Right. He played lacrosse. He played lacrosse. He's new to the position. He flipped to football as a senior. Tough, competitive overall blocker. He puts in work as a stationary run blocker from being aligned in line and one-on-one. So top reasons to buy in.
So he's just a blocker.
Although his ceiling is not high, he has a solid, safe floor, which is kind of good for this range.
Yeah.
Right? Red zone threat, impact blocker, competitive toughness. He doesn't separate. He's not athletic. His flexibility. He is 6'6".
So what it seems like is
253.
He would be
Hand
used
size.
until like they got within 10 yards as a blocker. And then within
And
10
then within
yards,
10
he'd
he's
run like
Reggie
a
Gilliam.
slant
Yeah.
or like do something, short
Right.
to be able to get into the end zone. Because,
Right.
yeah, I mean, he ran a 4.87 40. Like, oof.
That's slow.
Yeah, so he's a blocker.
But that's
That's what he's
more
used
what the
for.
Bills want.
Right.
A Y tight end, big slot. Big slot.
Yeah, so he'd be the guy.
In their pro style offense.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be the guy to get the blocking, and he'd be one of the guys to pull, so they wouldn't have to pull a lineman.
Right.
But then,
okay, so last chance. Let's look at Schoonmaker. 6'5", 250. Versatile athlete. He was on the baseball team along with football. Multiple positions on the gridiron, like quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, and cornerback. After a little time, he became a starter and staple of the power run game. Willing and effective blocker in the run game, he fits hands well and shows the play strength to turn defenders to seal the edges. Blocking may be his best trait overall.
So I feel like with Schoonmaker, he's this. So when we were talking
He's
about
the hybrid between the two guys.
well, yeah, but he's the safe pick. He's going to be 25. So again, this is the same thing with Byron Young that we were talking about, where Foskey maybe in the end will be the better player, but Young will be able to come in and help right away. I feel like maybe with Schoonmaker, he'll be able to do the things that they want right away, and his
ceiling is limited due to his age. 25-year-old tight end at 23.
But he'll be able to also contribute offensively. I think because so when they're talking about the reasons for concern and they're talking about the underwhelming production,
12 personnel coverage.
Michigan doesn't,
which is what the Bills are going to use.
Michigan also doesn't throw to their tight ends.
Right.
When they're throwing deep down the field or something in the middle of the field.
Right.
They don't really utilize their tight ends that way. They utilize their tight ends in the run game to get them blocking and
he will be most effective in an offense with vertical receivers to free up space in the short and immediate regions of the field.
Which is exactly what they need. But they also need he's bigger than Knox. That's the other thing is he's bigger than Knox.
Size.
So he'll be able to
like
sit
an inch
there.
bigger.
But-
hand size.
Yeah, well, he'll be able
Arm
to sit
length.
there where Knox has to run the route.
And he's
He doesn't
between the
have
two in 40-yard dash.
Yeah,
He participated at the combine.
I think you go Coons if you want another Knox and you want another athletic freak. Schoonmaker to me is the safe pick. He's both. He can block, but I think he would contribute more offensively than they're giving him credit for. And especially in the Bills' offense, they don't have a tight end who can just sit there and be like, I'm open, throw me the ball. Like Knox has to run a route to
Right.
get open. Like he can't just be like he can't just be like in
Right.
basketball where they're just like throw me the ball down in the post kind of
Right.
thing. They don't have that guy.
He's not Joel Embiid.
Right.
Okay, my only other thought. Did we look at interior lineman already?
We took Raw. Oh, on offense. No, we didn't.
Offense.
But the problem is they got taken.
Except for Voorhees. And Voorhees was injured all last season, so he should fall.
Yeah. Probably won't in this.
Linebacker. Noah
Oh.
Sewell.
Toto.
Is that how you would say it?
I don't know.
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah, he's going into our queue. How's that? And then
I like the idea of taking Shoemaker here, but
you like Shoemaker,
I feel like you gotta take offense.
and you got to take guys you feel like you can trust right now. That's the thing with the Bills. So I don't like that they didn't have a comparison because that would have been nice, but
It's okay.
we're gonna take Schoonmaker. Unpause. Unless we want to try and trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
That's true. But do we want to?
We're in the third.
Do we want to put it that way though? Like, do we want? Because we can't do that technically. So, do we want to think like that? You know what I mean? Like, do we want to add that?
We
element
can. You can make trades in this.
for players.
I'm pretty sure. Let's find out.
Probably pause the draft.
Okay.
Scroll down.
You're good at this. Oh, we have 2 offers.
It's probably the same. Oh no. So we get 2 5s.
2 5s.
Yeah.
No thanks.
What's the next one? Oh,
5 and a 6 and a 5 and a 6 next year. No thanks.
I don't know. Yeah.
We don't care about next year. We're like in real life, maybe, but not right now.
Well, not even just that. Like, yeah, I don't know.
We're about to find out if you can trade for players. Oh. Choose my team.
Well, go back to at the top. Go back to AFC. Hit the Bills. Okay. Oh, so now go down to NFC. Okay, this is terrible.
This is not a good.
My God. And we can't even do it.
So they have to come from them.
That's so
Cardinals.
hurts my brain. This hurts my brain. Okay. Okay. Why don't we just draft without the idea
Of trading for Hopkins.
of outside forces that can potentially be at play. Let's just pretend that has nothing to do with it.
Okay. So we're gonna take Shoemaker then.
Yes.
Not Noah Grindoff?
No.
Okay.
I would go with Shoemaker here.
I know. We are going to. Let's see what happens now. Pickens gone. Kuntz gone.
Okay. Well, we picked Shoemaker. We picked so we're in round 4.
Garrett Williams gone. like you said, run on tight ends.
Yeah.
Jamie Robinson went.
Click 4. We're missing picks. I don't think you paused that thing.
No, you're right.
Payne Durham. Voorhees is gone.
Voorhees is gone. Here we go.
Okay. So let's look at. We do have a trade offer. Andre Carter is gone. Dang. Hodges Tomlinson is gone. Damn. So get a 6.
I'm rejecting this offer.
Yeah, whatever. We don't need picks that late. Okay, so Hodges Tomlinson is gone to the freaking Patriots.
Those Patriots. Okay, so I'm going to get out of tight ends.
Yeah. Why don't we should look at wide receiver? Now I think's the time.
Okay. This layout.
Not a lot of wide receivers got taken, and there should be some good. We were right. Some fell. I think now would be the perfect time to.
Ronnie Bell, Jonathan Mingo.
Exactly.
Uh,
Ronnie Bell is supposed to be the best.
Wow, look at all those guys. Oh, Josh Downs was taken.
No, but
Dell from
the
Houston.
Guy from BYU, the guy from Princeton, still there.
The guy from Princeton is a project.
Okay.
He's okay. Let me show you him though.
I know he's like some freak. He's big and
6'4",
tall and
200.
Really shouldn't have been at Princeton, but
yeah, he started at Auburn. I think. Don't think it all started at Auburn and then transfer.
No, I think he was at Princeton the whole time, but they were like he could have gone to.
He was a track star.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start there. He uses his physicality and speed to separate, has the fluid body control to high point the ball. So to me, he sounds a lot like Gabe Davis, except what we were expecting out of Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
The only deficiencies I can find in his game is a little stiffness in his bend at the top of his stick and comeback routes. I'd also like to see him be more competitive and physical blocker. Yeah, well, suck it. His top reasons for concern, or his reasons to buy in: athletic, elite athletic profile, size and strength, ball skills, and rack.
Mm-hmm.
Reasons for concern: competition in college, didn't run a diverse route tree, and perimeter blocking. So the route tree doesn't bother me because he went to Princeton. Okay. Competition in college, you can only control as much as you have in front of you, right? Hand size. 19 reps on the bench. 4.43, 39 vertical jump. So ideal role, starting X receiver, giving manufactured touches and used in all 3 levels of the field.
He's from Hawaii.
He can play any offense, and he's compared to Christian Watson.
Okay. He did pretty well this year.
Yes. So let's at least keep him on.
It seems like his like problems are like
minor.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Dell is 5'10", 155, but played in Houston's major passing offense.
Right.
Goes by Tank.
100 receptions.
Right. He transferred from Independence Community College. He's been highly productive, blah, blah, blah. Like Noah said, 100 catches. Playmaking ability. He's an explosive, versatile receiver that can be viewed as an offensive weapon because, well, I would hope so, because of his ability to be effective playing in multiple alignments, his opportunity to be utilized as an offensive weapon, which he just lost in McKenzie.
Right. But they signed...
And he's a punt returner.
Yeah, but they signed that, not Sherfield, the other wide receiver, Hardy from the Saints too, so...
Right. Who's basically the same size.
Yeah.
Slight frame, injury concerns, specific limited role. 4.49. So he's not a blazer like you would want. But He's a slot receiver and a spread, which is one of the offenses the Bills will be playing.
Mhm.
And to have him and Hardy going over the middle would be kind of awesome. Okay, so let's so we at least know where he stands. Let's look at who you were talking about, Michigan, Ronnie Bell, or you want to look at Jaden Reed
I was
first?
looking at Ronnie. Well, I was talking about Ronnie Bell. Doesn't matter though.
6 foot 192, Michigan Wolverines. Consensus, okay. 3-starter, sought after basketball player that averaged more than 14 points per game. Signed to Missouri State, played basketball before changing to Michigan. Big time leader, team captain in back-to-back years. Good route runner and salesman. So if the Bills, never mind. He projects as a number 3 receiver and return specialist early in his career. His ability to get open and work from multiple alignments creates a fluid offense fit. Become a movement piece for a passing game in 11 personnel, which the Bills play often. There is development upside for Bell to become the second wide receiver behind an established number 1. And the Bills are going to lose Gabe Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So top reasons to buy in: route running, run after catch, football IQ. Bills love all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Run after catch, they love, but never actually draft those guys. Top reasons for concern: production, release package, and contested catches.
Okay.
Ran a 4.54, 14 reps.
I like Ronnie Bell. I mean, I think he'll be a decent wide receiver. I think he would be.
He's one of those with a not top, with like he's not potential isn't through the roof, but his floor isn't.
His floor isn't low.
Isn't low, right? Let's just look at Jaden Reed. And just so you guys know, this will go much faster than the other drafts because we're doing this for you now. Jaden Reed played for Michigan State, redshirt senior wide receiver that logged playing times in more than 30 games. 6 foot 185, more than 2,000 yards receiving and 18 touchdowns, with not the greatest of quarterbacks. Receiver prospect with strong lower half that makes him a difficult tackle in open field. He uses his strength to run through arm tackles, uses his short area quickness to make defenders miss. He's productive. Let's see. In the NFL, Reed's skill set will allow him to fill multiple roles early in his career. He continues to work on the details of his game as he attempts to work his way to being the first or second option of he could. So they're saying he could be the first option on an offense. Alignment versatility, run after catch, special teams value as a returner, top for concern, limited catch radius, lack of elite speed. 5'11", 187 at the combine. 40-yard dash, 4.45, vertical jump, blah, blah, blah. Versatile offensive weapon, slot receiver in a spread. And then we have Mingo. And then we make our decision. (6'2", 225. Senior receiver for Ole Miss that has played in more than 40 games during his time. He's continued to develop and carved out a bigger role for himself. He posted his best season in 2022 with regular season stat line of 48 receptions, 800 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Big physical presence, like we said, listed at 6'2", 225. Big frame, muscular upper body, and a dense lower half. I'm going to move on. His physical approach to getting yards has consistently been a difficult tackle for defensive backs. His areas of improvement start with what appears to be a lack of true down the field speed. We're getting there. Top reasons to buy in: Run after the catch, play strength, playmaking. Top concerns: ability to separate, route running. Can he catch the ball away from his body? He ran a 4.46, 22 reps. Fits in a spread. Okay, it's your turn to pick.
I mean, are we going wide receiver?
Yeah,
Is
we're
that the
going wide
plan?
receiver. I mean, I think we've
to me,
decided that.
I'd take Ronnie Bell.
We should have just done that then.
I mean, I like Ronnie Bell. I mean, the best, or the kid from Princeton. It doesn't sound like he's going to be as much of a project as it thinks. And I don't know. Being 6'4" is pretty good.
6'4", 200 and a 4.35.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's going to be that much of a project. I mean, maybe just because he came out of Princeton, maybe just having the knowledge. Yeah. But I'd take either one of those.
Which one do you want?
Take the kid from Princeton.
All right.
Okay, end of round 4. Oh, Toto got taken. Dang.
We're going to pause the draft, look at the end of round 4. Where were we? Oh, we were here. So Toto, Durden, and Sewell as well. So linebackers are kind of off the board. Here we may take best player available. We got a trade offer.
No.
Okay. So should we take another receiver?
No, I think you should go and look at
Defensive tackles?
Running backs.
Running backs.
You don't need a defensive tackle. We took Roy.
Right.
He's your one tech.
Right, but we're still losing a guy. We're losing all 3.
Well,
so
yeah,
taking another one wouldn't be awful. Kendry Miller.
Spears is there too.
Ty J. Spears. Let's see what it tells us. 110. He weighs 110. He's 5'10", 190. Went to Tulane. Had a torn ACL in 2020, so that's 2 seasons ago. Explosive runner with easy acceleration and breakaway speed. He needed to gain significant chunks of yards. When it comes to concerns, his narrow build limits his appeal as a workhorse back and is likely more of a complementary piece at the next level. So how many complementary pieces of running backs do we want? He's not a featured back, but his big playability and dynamic skill set with the ball. Top reasons to buy in: speed, quickness, agility, competitive running style and instinct, vision, ball security, and balance.
You're not entirely sure why the Bills would meet with this guy.
Yeah.
He must have like heart.
He would have more experience. One of the reasons for concern is his lack of experience on passing downs. 5'10", 201 at the combine. 18 reps. Ideal role as a complementary back. Scheme fit, any experience. They probably met with him because they knew he would be a late pick and thought they could stash him.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
And that he fits their current scheme.
That's true. Yeah.
Kendry Miller from TCU. True junior running back whose first season as a starting running back proved to be highly productive. When TCU made it all the way to the national championship game, he finished the season with 1,399 rushing yards and 17 rushing touchdowns in one season.
Yeah.
Okay. He has a unique running style. I think he's the one who runs like Le'Veon Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check his size.
Yeah,
again.
it says right there, from the handoff, Miller is patient, allowing his offensive lineman to execute the block scheme and defenders to choose their gaps. Sounds exactly like what Bell does.
So
yeah, Miller reacts based on that. So yeah, I mean, it's
top reasons to buy in: contact, balance, body control, natural running back instincts and vision. Reasons for concern: explosiveness, elusiveness, production in the passing game. We have passing game guys.
We have explosive guys.
We have explosive guys. We have elusive guys. We don't have. I mean, we do. They're okay.
I feel like you could throw him in here and he would make a
Ideal role, rotational back, inside zone, gap scheme runs.
Yeah. This is exactly what they run.
Is it?
I mean, it sounds like he would do well. Yeah, I mean,
I know.
all right, 205. Sounds like he's kind of the same as Miller.
Yeah. Any other positions you want to look at? Offensive tackle. A Michigan kid, Kansas kid.
So a little late rankings there.
What were the rankings for the other guys?
Closer to where we were.
What are we at?
139.
139.
It's more than 60. It's almost 60 picks
Okay.
difference. I mean, I can look at them.
No. Shaka Hayward. Good name. I know you don't want to look at interior linemen. There's a lot left.
All the ones we wanted got taken.
Juice Scruggs, Braden Daniels. Utah kids, I always like. Jarrett Patterson is still there at 209. I don't think he'll really be there at 209, but interior defensive lineman. DJ Dale.
Well, we took. I mean, I don't know if you want to double. I mean, I know what you're saying, that you're going to lose one, but I still don't know if you want to double up.
You're losing all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not going to lose. I'm sure they'll re-sign somebody. I mean, and they extended Daquan Jones, so I mean, I'm sure maybe Jordan Phillips will come around again. Third time. 1 year deal, you know. Yeah,
True.
Take a DB here. I don't know.
Should we have we taken a DB yet?
I don't remember. I don't.
He's a cornerback for the Louisville football team.
Yeah, deja vu. No, we haven't. We took a wide receiver. That's right.
4-4-2. Okay, Kytrell Clark. Show me Tyreek Stevens. He went to Miami. 60214. Physical outside cornerback in a press-heavy system, which the Bills are trying to switch to. Uncoachable physical length on the perimeter. 4-4-5.
Yeah, like Stevenson seems like he's a physical outside guy. I mean, I think at this point you're just going to take best player available. Maybe.
So tell me who the best player available is.
Maybe unpause it.
What round are we in? We're in 5. That's why. Sorry.
We have 2 picks around 5 here. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's looking like one of those D's. It's one of your best players available.
Or is it just stuck on cornerback?
Might just be stuck on cornerback because this website's terrible.
It is. You want to see if Bella's still there?
Well, we took
Iosovas?
right. I'm pretty sure Bell's still there.
Jake Bobo's there. I'm kidding. Mingo, Bell, Reed. Well, I guess we should have waited around, huh? What do you want?
I think we should just take one of the DBs.
Okay.
I think we should just take one of them.
I'm going to the cornerbacks. Let's take Joey Porter.
I think Stevenson would probably be the one that fits better, in my opinion. It sounds like I do like Eli Ricks out of Alabama too.
6'2", 190. Started at LSU, so whatever. Ball skills, football IQ, press or off coverage, lack of playing time.
Well, he played at Alabama, so
Right. 4.5. Scheme fit, cover 2, cover 3.
yeah, I think Stevenson might be the play here.
Stevenson?
Yep.
We're going to go with Stevenson. Tyreek, show us what you got. Don't suck. Zach Evans.
QBs.
Jarrett Patterson. Not UB, no. Should we take a project?
This is the DB round.
It's a running back. It's a running back run.
Crap.
We missed.
Okay, well, we missed out on running backs, so there goes that. Another pick in the 5th.
Okay, so we're into 5th.
Still
So this should be
not a DB.
still a player that we think can start. Not start, but will make a difference.
I think he lost. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Oh, there should be.
Not so much.
Yeah, I just
Uh-oh.
those lower level guys. Okay,
I'm kidding. There's an Oklahoma player.
It's fun.
We're not taking Zeus Vaughn. We're not taking another tight end. There's got to be another wide receiver.
Yeah, they're all going to be there.
All right, so we'll go with
I
Reed.
mean, you could, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, you need wide receivers in the room to be there for longer than
An hour.
what? No, I'm
Longer
saying
than an hour. Yeah.
No, you need wide receivers to be there. I'm saying,
Yeah.
in the room. Okay, I think we're on our last pick.
So this pick we're going for.
Maybe. Wait, that might have been it. Nope, there is one more.
I thought we took Ronnie Bell.
No, you took Reed.
So I screwed up.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, last pick.
Last pick. Should we pick a receiver? Mingo's still there.
You can look at the inside lineman. No,
Defense or offense?
offense or a tackle. That might be good value here.
It's 49 tackles left. Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher or Kirkland, maybe. I mean, it's a.
He went to
Well,
Shepherd College. What'd I do?
Oh no! Did we just lose the whole thing?
That would be hilarious.
Dude,
I didn't even do anything.
I know you didn't do anything. It's the website. The website sucks. You clicked on a freaking player name. I guess you can stop sharing it, maybe? No, don't leave the site. Just stop
I'm
sharing.
not leaving the site.
Stop sharing. See if that helps.
Well, you saw it, and we'll.
Dude, no way. Wow. Okay.
You saw it.
I think
We'll review it. We're switching sites. We took a tackle, and that was our last pick.
Okay. We're going to do all 6.
Yep. You sharing?
Okay. I'm doing it fast.
Of course.
Okay.
We don't have to look at
You,
every single player and talk about it.
We're also at almost
3 hours.
So. Okay.
Bijan went right
for
before.
Nick Chubb? What?
We have 3 offers.
So that's 1. Sutton. And then picks. Okay. Nope. Sorry. Sutton or Nick Chubb? I feel like if you think like
They have a plan. There's a running back there they want.
who? Because Robinson just
Or
got
there's a
taken.
player there they
Holy
want.
crap. I
There's-
mean, take it, right? If that gets
For
offered.
Chubb or Sutton.
For Chubb.
Yeah, if you're offered Nick Chubb, I think you have to take it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take it then. So we took that trade. So we don't have a pick till 59. So all we're getting offered here is Cincy 60 in their 5th.
Accept it.
Really? Oh, to move 1.
Yeah.
They took a DB. Nah. We need a pick
We need to take a pick.
because look at who's still here. And oh boy. Oh boy. Well, do you take the really good linebacker? I mean, DJ Turner is also good. Drew Sanders transferred from Alabama to Arkansas last season, and he's looked like a completely different player. I don't mean physically. Sanders switched from an on-ball with the Crimson Tide to an off-ball in Fayetteville. The versatility only boosts Sanders' stock, who has the physical tools to operate as a stack linebacker.
8.96 RAS. It's good.
Yeah.
Blitzer or occasional edge.
Skill set is there to mold him into a 3-down, though.
Okay, so Malk is there.
9.33 RAS.
Keanu Benton.
We know that they have.
I love Malk. Go to defense.
DJ Turner.
And check linebacker.
9.59 RAS.
Check linebackers, though.
It's Sanders and then everybody else. I think
Okay.
Campbell was taken already.
Well, clearly.
Well, yeah. Oh, boy. I mean, Sanders, Turner, this guy. 1 tech to a wide 9. He's played everywhere.
Tupatolu.
Yeah.
Tupoloto.
I wouldn't mind Malk, though.
Malk would be my pick, but that's not my. This is your board.
Yeah.
I mean, an offensive lineman who's wicked, crazy athletic.
Yeah, but I feel like if Sanders is there, though, like,
Okay.
If that's the case, does he fit? He has occasional, just generating pressure as a blitzer, occasional end, to unlock. May take a creative defensive coordinator, and that's not what. No, I'm going to take Malk. Let's go safe.
Malk is a
74.
player who is.
See, also we have 74 as the next pick. But go what you're going to say.
Malk is a player who can play all 5 positions and is extremely athletic and extremely strong.
Okay, so Sewell's there. Kane. Ika is there.
We love Ika.
Benton. Laporta, Carter.
Go to off. Just click on off. Can you switch? Can you look at by position?
Mhm.
Okay. What receivers are there?
I can get a wide receiver later because remember we picked up picks too. In the
Yeah.
trades.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I mean, I was just what do we took an offensive lineman, so let's go.
We took him out. Yeah.
Uh,
Ika.
just go to the defense and see if a 2.75 Raz, huh?
Yeah, I mean Benton's here.
Can you look
Two.
at D? Yeah,
Dexter.
Jammy.
Yeah.
This one's more realistic, folks.
Yeah, it is.
Still not the best board, but it's better. Pickens, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy again.
What am I taking, Jammy? Is that bad? I don't know. It might be a little early for him though.
So we took an offensive lineman already. Yep. What about running backs?
Yeah, I mean, I like Arcane from Texas A&M. Yeah, he's another lets the block set up. He has really good vision that comes along with his patience kind of thing. It's because he's small. He's only 5'8".
I'm leaving this on you.
Okay. I'm going to take, let me see. What was this?
He's really good.
But most, yeah. I'm going to take him. Okay.
Keanu Benton.
Pick 91.
Defensive tackle. Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, everybody we were just talking about just got taken. Ika, Laporta. I'm not going to accept this. Well,
okay.
121 and 127 though.
That's not bad.
Nah, there are good guys on the board. There's still good.
Okay.
There's Akeem and there's Jamie here. Tank Bigsby's on the board.
Bigsby
Weipler.
Ooh.
Harrison. Zach Harrison.
Kendra Miller.
Ivan Pace. Well, we just took a linebacker. About as freaky as they can get. He has dominating size with a long burly frame and an elite wingspan. Oof. 8.73. I mean, I like Arcane. I like Bigsby too. He's a little.
Click on. Oh, we already looked at Arcane.
Yeah.
Bigsby is little,
but
he has big in his name.
He's strong though too, in like legit terms. He can also quickly recognize open gap and attack those lanes, and he rarely wastes time in the backfield. Yeah. Booty down there. Dell. Toto.
Do we grab a receiver yet?
No, we did not.
I mean, I like the idea of Whippler.
I wish I could see. When's our next pick? Our next pick is
you
not
passed
until. Oh, we did?
I thought you did. Maybe not.
You're throwing me off here. Okay, so our next pick is not. So this is round 4. We're in round 3. Not until 1:30, and then we have 1:37 right after that. So
okay, so take the player who you think will start, or who will rotate in, like who will be part of.
Immediate.
Yeah, and
I think that's Harrison. Then, I mean, he's the best edge available. He's I don't think he needs a lot of
6'5", 274. Works tackles off balance. I mean, that works for me. Yeah. That's fine. It's your pick.
Okay, so 91.
Now all the receivers go.
Yep, that's okay.
Jacqueline Roy.
Because Isaiah Hutchison is still there. That's my guy.
Jacqueline Roy is there. Sean Tucker's there.
He's good route running. He can roll his hips really well. He is good in that mid range. They haven't taken a wide receiver yet. We haven't taken a wide receiver yet, but we also have pick 137. That's only 7 picks away.
I would want Roy, but that's
Take. I thought he'd last, and he was 2 picks away.
freaking Patriots.
Of course it was. Well, we could take
Sean Tucker.
and
Um,
not take a wide receiver. All in this draft.
Iosivas
is there, but if that's
and Ronnie
the case,
Bell is there.
our next pick is not for 205. So, do we take a one? Oh no, we actually have pick 142 here.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't we go back and
What
take
do
that
we
running
have?
back? We have a linebacker, an edge, a defensive tackle, and an offensive guard. Well, we have Mouch. I would not mind taking Sean Tucker right here.
See what this says about Tucker. Sprint champion, track speed.
So he's a speed demon,
He's a speed demon.
which they don't have.
Yeah, he's a home run hitter.
Which they don't have.
Right.
So
It's totally up to you. McIntosh is there. You can look at him.
I like Sean Tucker. You're taking local letter kid.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay. So now we take Andre. And we say, screw all the projections. Taking a kicker. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm fine with it here. Even though we just signed one to a 4-year, $20 million extension.
Puka. I like Anthony Johnson. No, he's a safety. Okay, coming soon. Never mind.
Coming soon, huh?
I like Brock Martin. I think he's tall. No, he's 6'1". Okay. This is
Xavier Henderson.
yeah. Dwayne McBride, but we just took a running back.
What tight ends are there?
Did we? Oh, we didn't take one because they all got taken.
Yeah, they did.
Ford. Let's see.
It's not showing it on our screen.
Leader in catches. Oh,
that's okay. Read it.
Leader in catches and yards from a season ago. He's at top of the list of ACC tight ends this season. He will also find a lot of love in draft circles as analysts came around on him. Sure hands, mismatch against smaller, slower
6'1",
linebackers. But he can improve his blocking to become a true 3-downer. The sky is the limit.
If he's truly 6'1", 220, yeah.
And can't block. Yeah, let's see. Ay. What's this guy's name? Josh Wiley. The way they did this is really not fun. He's 6'6".
Yes. 248. His RAS is an 898.
He had 0 drops during the 2020 college season.
2020.
Yes.
All right.
Although he won't test as the fastest in his class, there are multiple examples on films where he presumed the play will come to an end, but he hits the burners, often resulting in huge games. Despite his lean frame, he shows effort as a blocker.
Effort.
All right. I'll take it. Okay. That's a pretty decent that's a good draft. 2 defensive tackles. You get Mouch, who's just I think is going to be huge, and I think Harrison. It didn't show. Oh, and we also picked up Nick Chubb in a 5th next year. So to me, that's a pretty successful draft.
That's right. We didn't really need Tucker, did we?
No, I completely forgot we traded for Nick Chubb, but that's okay. Maybe we trade Hines or something. Okay. That's not bad. That's a pretty good draft. That's a decent. I would like that draft. I mean, minus
Well, yeah.
minus getting Nick Chubb and everything. But like if like let's say like
If
just
this
take
was
Nick
it-
Chubb out of it. If this was the draft, like even with them moving back and everything, I mean, to be able to get Mouch at 60
right.
and you know
And just assume then that you get Campbell. Or well, yeah. Let's just say assume you get a linebacker.
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't get Nick Chubb,
right, because they were there. So yeah. I mean I think that this one for what we were doing was better than the draft network one. This seemed a little more closer.
the draft network layout.
Well, this yeah, besides the I meant like in terms of this actually happening. I feel like this could happen though.
It could 3-rounder at PFF.
Okay.
Last one, folks. 3-round draft. PFF. Noah's going to be the AFC. I'm the I'm kidding. We're going to be the Bills.
Oh, okay.
Unless you wanted to do that.
No, it's okay. We don't. I don't think people care about that one.
If you are still watching, you are an amazing person.
Okay. We'll just fly through this again.
We're going to fly through it.
Start draft. Okay, this one might be even more accurate.
I think it is. I mean,
Yeah, Quentin Johnson. Okay, so yeah, bunch of players are gone here. Can't trade up in this one, so there's nothing we can do. Addison's already gone.
right. You can only.
Najingba's already gone to the Eagles for some reason. Okay. Pause and offer trade. Okay, we don't need to pause anything. So Luke Van Ness is still there. Tyree Wilson, who's supposed to be one of the best players in the draft, is still there. And Will McDonald is still
And
there.
DeJuan Jones.
DeJuan Jones, Osiris Geez, Zay Flowers, John Michael Schmitz, Mozzie's still there, Darnell Washington's still there, Jack Campbell's still there. Though I feel like if one of these three guys are sitting there, I mean,
yes, Van Ness is really good. He's an 80.2 overall.
yeah, and I feel
Tyree
is even
75.
I feel like people talk up Tyree Wilson a lot, but
Well, 79. So
Yeah.
basically an 80.
yeah, he is though. What's his like size and stuff? Okay,
6'3".
3'4" though. OLB wide 9. Okay. Versatile offensive lineman. Dominant as a bull rusher. .6'5", 272. He's a power rusher.
The last guy they took from Iowa
Was also an end.
was also an end who they made drop 40 pounds, and all of a sudden he sucked.
Yeah. After he was also a power rusher.
6'6", 275.
Yeah, I mean Tyree Wilson, I think he's the freak out of all of them. Yeah, I mean he has an insane wingspan where he can just keep players away from him. Yeah, he can play inside, outside, hand up, hand down. Consistent technique.
Okay, so let's talk about Wilson or Mozzie.
True. So let's look at Mozzie.
DoorDash or whatever.
So Mozzie, big boy, 6'3", nose tackle, nice hands. Or well, he has to improve his hands, but he has that grown man strength. His hands are so strong that shredding blocks are an afterthought. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I like him, and I like Wilson too.
All right.
I would say if either one of those kind of, it's one of those two to me.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, if they're on the board still.
I mean, people would want Campbell. I don't really care. That's not my thing.
Are nine trade offers? Okay,
That's what it says.
Well, maybe there's just
Click on trade.
I did. That's where I'm at, but it just says
Oh.
phone to trade with.
No, you got to subscribe.
I gotta subscribe. I got you. Okay. Nah. Yeah, Tyree Wilson or Mozzie. I mean, I think Mozzie would make more sense.
It makes
For
more
what
sense
they
for the
need.
Bills and for their future.
Yeah. So I
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Flying through again. Here we come to pick 59 with a decent good amount of people on the board again.
Wipler,
Wipler. Yeah, Benton still there. Akim. Herbig. Keely Ringo. Tipman.
Bergeron,
Hodges Tomlinson. Trenton Simpson. Foskey.
Tucker Kraft,
Yeah. Though I feel like we do better up here. Yeah, I think Wipler. I mean, let's look at him. Center, 6'3",
6'3", 303. Okay.
maybe on the small side, but he has a lot of experience. He's
Center only, but
okay.
darn good. And he's young.
Yeah.
Right?
22. Yeah. His game is what you expect from a 5th or 6th year player, and he's a junior. I think.
He doesn't have an ideal frame to move the guard. He's going to be a center.
Which is fine because that would be fine.
Right. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that too. Receivers on the board.
Not that I could see, really.
You can.
Well, there's Tipman too.
Right.
Tipman's also on the board.
He's one heck of an
6'6".
athlete.
He looks like a tight end on the move. Jeez.
He can play center and guard.
Yep. He's only played 11 snaps at guard, but he could easily hold up there. Whatever the position you want him to be able to get into space.
Which is what the Bills do. They pull all the time.
He's not strong enough to consistently re-anchor. Which
That's
would be
okay.
That would be fine though, and he's 22. That would be fine. I like Tipman.
I do too.
Yeah. You can look at Bergeron too. 6'5", 318.
Deadening hands.
He's consistent with his balance.
Pass blocker from Montreal,
Swing tackle.
which is what the Bills need right now.
They want him to get a little more violent and take the fight to defenders.
Well, if Cromer's coaching them, they should be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. 23, a little older. And the other guys. Okay, well, so Wipler. So are we going to go tackle?
Wipler's out. I think it's between Tipman and Bergeron.
Foskey. Well, we already took an edge.
Yeah. Marvin Mims.
Yeah.
Kobe Turner.
He's going to fall. I think that's accurate.
Battle. Bingo.
Okay. Mingo. I think these guys will still be there. So we have 59, and then our next pick is
93, I think.
91. Okay. So I think we'll still have options at wide receiver.
That's fine.
For sure. So I think the choice should be between either taking a tackle in Bergeron or
Tipman.
Yeah. But it sounds like
I think they need inside more than they need tackle help. Well,
that's not entirely true. But
I guess you can have someone to compete with.
But they
because
did
Bergeron would compete with.
Yeah, but they still brought in it. But they brought back what's his face
Quisenberry
again.
But Quisenberry, I don't think is really competing for the starting job.
No, he's not. And I think maybe, but
Bergeron
I don't know.
is huge.
Yeah,
that's the thing about him, and I bet they can move him even to guard if they wanted to.
I just feel like Tipman might be the smarter play because that's what they need.
Okay.
They need that more. Like they need that. They need that. Because I don't even think they technically have a backup center.
Not technically. I mean, they have a guard center guard.
Right.
A bunch of those. Right.
And I think Bates
Tipman played center.
I think Bates' contract is up, and I think after this year, and
No,
I think
it's a 4-year deal.
Oh, okay. Well,
So there's 2 years after this.
I think only Bakker got a 1-year deal, but
Yep.
I think the left guard, what's his face? I can see his name. He came from Tennessee. His contract's up at the end of this year.
He's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, then what's their Ross? Okay. Yeah, I mean they need somebody to come in to compete, but I don't know if Bergeron would be that guy to compete immediately. That's the thing. Right, they only have I mean these guys.
Mance, Jarvis. They do have a
Oh, they got McGovern and
Right.
Edwards and okay. So maybe they do take Bergeron then here. Maybe that is the smarter play because they don't have the tackles.
Yeah,
They don't have
unless there's a linebacker there or something that
I don't think there is. If we're looking at tackle, yeah, and their tackle room is a lot worse.
it's Brown, Quisenberry, and
It's Doyle, Dawkins, Brown, Anderson, and Quisenberry.
right.
Yeah.
Let's add Bergeron.
Yeah, I think that's the best option there.
Then we'll see who's there at 91.
Wide receiver, hopefully. Ika!
Or Nick Chubb. Or Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker. Ika.
We know we like Schoonmaker,
Yes.
right? We've already got our defensive
A.T.
tackle.
Perry. I think this dude's tall. Yes. He is 6'3".
Long limb, deep
and
threat.
Is fast.
Large margin for error. He went to double-digit scores.
More than 1,000 yards on each of the past 2 seasons. Overall, 83.
This is weird that he's the best receiver there, though.
Trends. Well, the PFS likes to do that thing, though,
Yeah.
where they're like, now here's a guy.
PFF is owned by Chris Collinsworth.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jammy's still there.
Roshan Johnson.
Jalen Jones. Deuce.
Yeah, he's not going that high.
Pace.
Kendrick Miller.
Yeah.
What pick are we at? 91.
Aiyana Morris. Okay, let's see why he's going so high. Because he's 6'5". Okay. It's shown in tree. Okay.
We just took a tackle.
Yeah, no, I was just seeing why he was going so high.
Okay.
Zach Harrison. Though we took an edge, didn't we? Oh, God.
No, all we've taken is Mozzie and Bergeron.
That's right. That's right. My Mozzie was there. So
We spent the 4 hours on the draft that didn't save. So,
I mean, we took him in all of them, I think.
I'm fine.
4th round.
Who
So
cares?
he'd be a little early.
But he's young.
Yeah. But he's a freak, though.
We like his
He's
upside.
tall. Yeah. Yeah, he's 6'5". Yeah,
274.
2 down edge. I mean, this was the one where it's like he can like shove a dude, but like if he gets too close or tries to like do anything too fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like his offensive mind coach has to remind him every single day that he's 6'6", and it sounds exactly like Groot. Like that's what they said to Groot all the time was
Euro step.
You're right. You're tall. You're athletic. You're strong. Use your freaking size.
So there we go.
Okay.
Grading our draft. We get a C. It doesn't grade our draft. Oh, well.
Well, we give it an A. Let's see who got taken in the 1st round. Oh, they will love us. Okay. I mean, I like this draft. If this was the first 3 rounds of their draft, I would not mind.
I would be interested in seeing the draft from Jim Wickens. NFL Draft Network.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Jim. It's NFLDraftNetwork.com.
Oh.
He's the one we had on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to see his specifically.
No.
But yeah, I mean, if this was the first 3 rounds, getting Mozzie, Bergeron, and Harrison. I mean, I do like Harrison a lot. I do too. I think he'll be good.
So that's our show.
That is our show.
Thank you for joining us.
Woohoo!
You're wonderful people. If you stayed and watched, we appreciate all of you, and have a great day. Noah's going to take us home.
Yeah, if you made it to the end, we appreciate you. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Interact with us at Twitter at GameDay716. Yeah, and as always, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and go Bills, go Bandits.
Stay sunny, Buffalo.
The Bandits won
Yeah.
last night.